Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mask of Deception. We just did a little bit of bullying of that annoying guy whose name starts with a V that I completely forgot. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad with names. We're here to rescue Anju, the princess, who's in a terrible danger as she was about to be killed, and it seems like she is under some like willpower stamping concoction or spell. Virai, that's his name. Yeah, that's right. So we're possibly getting a dedicated battle with Virai. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting one. Are we going to just plot him away, or are we going to fight him away, or are we going to do a running sequence for him? Either way, we got to save Anju. It seems like she's in like some she seems like mentally fogged or something like that, because it's like she's unable to really act or do anything even when her life's in imminent danger, and it's not like she's just like, oh, I'm depressed, I don't want to move, I'll just let him kill me. It's more like why can't I move? I physically can't move. More of like a physical barrier where her mind's clouded or something, rather than her just being like lazy. Sounds like normal Anju. I mean, she's normally useless, but let's be honest, she's way too energetic, and her uselessness comes from her making really dumb decisions and not giving a fuck about anything else. Rather than, say, being incapable of acting. I don't think she's the kind of person who would do it. She's the kind of person who, like, if you took a swing at her or a fake swing at her, she'd like scream. She seems more like that person, the one who'd be like, "Ha, you never hit me." Like, she's not the kind of person who just like sit there and just be like a fucking zombie as you take a swing at her and not even react. That's not Anju. She might be depressed, but that's like, from her perspective, it doesn't look like it's depression that's messing with her. So let's load this up and see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Virai it is. Okay. Is this blood? It might be. Ooh. They managed to wound me, to bleed me? My own blood? Well, whose blood did you think you were going to bleed? If I stab you, do you bleed someone else's blood? You know what? Don't answer that question if you're the person who doesn't know that can answer that question. Don't answer it if you're not sure. Very well, you're a worthy opponent. Thank you. Here it comes, boyos. Wasn't expecting you to be able to harm me? I commend you for that. Alright. And here's your reward. Witness the full extent of my... Okay, the minute he says witness the full extent of my, you should immediately go all in on him. Someone's letting him get his speech off. Someone stab him! He's not supposed to be able to get a speech off. He's supposed to be focusing. The whole point was you interrupt his rant about asking for power to stab him. And we hasn't gotten an interruption. Who's fucking up on this? Stab him! The man is literally sitting there screaming like he's fucking Goku trying to raise his power level. Come on! I won't let you. Did Kuon just like bitch slap him? Grab his horn. Grab his horn and stop him from transforming. If you take his mask, Kuon... Actually, that's a really good call. While he's focusing, Kuon should just grab his mask and rip it off his head. And then he wouldn't have that power. Ururu Sarana. Alright. New sprite. The heroes of Eld, from whose blood we arose, we bow our heads. Alright. New sprites for both of them, so we'll just take a minute to enjoy those. I also like the effect. We're like really zoomed in to make it intense. Or at least a little more intense. And obviously there are new drawings. That's kind of cool. We plead benevolence, deliverance, and protection. Let your power unmasked ward all evils, grant us the peace and harmony that knows no end. Also, I'm pretty sure they're just speaking the Japanese portion. I don't even know what the first line of that is. Because they opened with like something about power. And then they said, let your power unmask all ward all evils, so. Alright. What happens to him here? Alright. We got a pretty big spell effect. Where's Anju, by the... Oh, she's in the back, on the left. Okay. Alright. They start spinning. Okay, okay. I don't think I need to read that line. What is this? Where there's a collar, so too is there a leash. Did you think the Akuruka would be given freely without a way to control the raging beast? Ah, you two, of course. Or that woman's. We were waiting for this the whole time. Not quite. I won't be stopped by such tricks. We won't let you. Good luck, alright. I assume he tries to rip the mask off. That would be the first thing, like, oh. Okay. Bry sounding like he's taken the hardest dump of his life, but that's fair. What's wrong, Kuon? It's nothing, feeling a bit dizzy? If you say so, Kuon. It looks like a giant hydraulic press, pretty much. Kuon's stance has changed, so she's looking ill. It seems to work through a different system, but this is definitely... Well, she knows what it is, alright. The Onryak? I see. Kuon's not doing well. You sure you're okay? You're turning real pale. I'll be fine. More importantly, our chance. We need to act now? Okay, everyone? Put your back into this one, Kiru. There's only 2 archers. Are they gonna run up the wall? Maybe the bird can flap her way up. I'd believe that one. Ready when you are. I mean, he's got a good bubble up. He's got a good bubble shield. Do we really want to pop Vengeance here? That's gonna kill all 4 of those people. I played enough Warcraft to know you don't pop Paladin bubble, the Paladin poppable bubbles. Bad idea. Bad idea. I also might have played a couple years of Ret, so I know just what happened. Atsui? Atui, reminding us that she's basically just Kagetora, but not as a serpent. Her sprite's blue. Oh boy. In he goes. Don't worry, wait, you don't pop Pally Bubbles? You don't pop the ones that explode. The regular ones? Good call. And now it's over? We did it? Wait, we haven't seen the boss's final form yet. Oh, there we go. Is that truly your best? Here we go. After taking so many hits, did no one think to decapitate him? Seriously. We have a giant glaive and one person with a katana, and no one was like cut off his limbs and or headshot him. Everyone back? You think that would suffice? They never go for the head. I know. That's what Thanos said. Should have gone for the head. At least Thor learned his lesson. Don't insult me. Get down. Well, now we have a real problem. This screams final boss platform, right? We've gone into phase 2. You guys okay? Iruru and Sarara are probably out of height. Nekone, how are you? Thanks to you, shielding me, says. Nasri is fine. I just noticed Atui has Atui's body shape and movement. Alright. Is this really the final boss and not a big boss? I mean, we haven't fought another big boss like this with like 2 phases. So it seems like we're going into big boss territory. A touch closer comfort? Very. How'd you avoid this? Oh, he used evade. Okay, that's fair. A bit too close. Listen. Oh yeah, Ogi's a thief. What am I talking about? He's got cloak of skill. He's good. Spell damage? That's all good. Just press F. Press F. Cloak of skill. You got plenty of time. What was that? Aruru and Sarana are probably not doing too much. Okay, so turns out that the anti-mask effects don't actually work on people with masks. Got it. Seems like an untested utility that doesn't work. Don't you hate when you're like, when you're just like, when you're like, yeah, we got this problem solver. Oh, we never tested it, and then it doesn't fucking work. Where's Her Highness? He's safe. He's merely fallen unconscious. Don't lower your guard, this is far from over. I mean, we're fighting a kaiju now, right? Fools. Should have gone for the head. We couldn't do anything. Where's the mask when we need it? Oh, he's not that big. He's only like 5 meters. Maybe 10? That's not too bad. That's considerably more fightable than 50 meters. And yes, he does look like a hammerhead shark. If his eyes were on either side of his head, he'd just be a hammerhead shark, right? You think you could seal me? You lack the strength to breathe? I knew I was pushing them too hard. Now he's at full power and escapes out of the question? Yeah, he's maybe like, what? He's probably like 8 meters tall right now. Let's assume Haku's average height. He's probably knee height. So maybe 4 times that. So he's like 1.75. So he's probably like 7 meters tall. 7, 8 meters tall. Seems like right. What now? I don't have any more cards on my sleeve. It's too early to give up. Mark Virai closely. The form he's in, his powers are incomplete. Oh, he's not at full power. He's not as big as he could be. I want to get a side shot of his head. I need to know if his eyes are where a hammerhead shark's eyes are located. The ceiling had an effect on him, at least. If that's true. Yeah, to be fair, he didn't instantly incinerate us. We actually survived it, which should have killed us. Alright, you think you can oppose me? You can barely stand? No, his eyes appear to be there. Unless that's his nose. That glows. Because, yeah, fun fact, hammerheads don't have eyes under their hammer. It's at the ends of their, it's at the ends of the hammer. Right, that's why they're always moving their head left and right, because they need to be able to see in front of them, because they can't normally see directly in front of them. As if your eyes, well, I guess you can't see the space between the ridge. But this guy looks like he has eyes directly beneath it. Alright. Twins are ready to rock. That's enough. Stop. You can't. Recasting? This feudal struggling? You too? Haku, stand up. If you falter, their efforts will be for nothing. You guys still got this? It's nothing. Who do you think I am? Alright. If my sister's in the fight, you have my sword until the end. Well, at least Ogi got 2 more levels. We won't let you fight alone, Sir Haku. Right, Kokopo? Kokopo's like, I get to kill a god, life is good. Gotta finish him off good and proper this time? Alright, Tsui. Your mind is made of Blanco. I need to ask. It doesn't look like we have a choice? Yeah, true. I'll leave the rest to you. Let's go, Haku. Chocobo. I'll bathe in the blood of my enemies. Chocobo are nowhere near that vicious. And still you stand? Well, you wanted to fight. He wanted to fight. Allow me to apologize, it seems I've misjudged you. Allow me to give you due praise, your warrior is worthy of standing as my enemy. Valor for valor, I repay you in kind. Relish your fortune that you now experience my true power. Alright, let's start this fight. Virai. Victory, defeat Virai. Oh, also it was labeled final stage. Okay, time to find out what Virai's got. More damage when he's low on health. Magic damage reduction from concentration. He's got elemental energy fire. He's a 3x3 grid. He has shatter, tear, disappear, fall to the ground, lesser beings. A soul shall burn as easily as a body. He hits beside him in a line that hits 3 tiles back. Ouch. He has a counter that hits everyone everywhere in melee around him. Allow me to show you the true power of the Akuruka. He has a range 3 AoE that hits in a massive fucking AoE of, what's that, 3 from the center? So hits everything within 4 of a target? Okay. That's gonna be nasty. Okay. And yep, that's all he's got. No skills. Or abilities to speak of. No special skills. Oh, 4 uses of physical defense plus 1. Okay. Here we go. 15% damage for being within 3 tiles of this asshole. Damn. Indomitable Spirit. Immune to knockback. Zone of control for 3 people. Codexes. Ignores terrain. That's fine. When receiving an attack, he advances in turn order. And he's fire elemental. Varai seems weak. Whoop its ass with waifu power. He's got 5k health. That's actually a lot of health. And he's level 42, so we're not going to hit him very hard. This could be pretty hard. Let's see what we can add. I guess we add everybody. Get the whole gang. Oh, we're starting at back right, apparently. Okay. Fuck it, I'll put Ogi in back right. Guru, Nazari. Aruru's going to be... Or Nekone, Aruru, Rility. No, Atui. Octwalt and Kuon. Ooh, that's missing Rility. I guess I can cut Ogi. Life is good, I can cut Ogi. Add Rility, okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm stuck on abilities, hold up. Details. I want equips. Desperation. They'll get 1 shot. I want to give... Actually, no. I'm going to give... Atui. I'm going to give Atui this. Hold up. We have a Breath of Defense. More importantly, we have Escaping Death. Give them that. Oh, shit. Accidentally take off the Octwalt. He's fire elemental. Not exactly useful. 10% defense on her. Fire Faith is good here. I think Fire Faith is good. And defense is good. I'm just checking to see if anyone else has another Faith that's not good. Hey, it's Gotcha. What's up, my dude? I just noticed who it was. We're speaking about you earlier, my dude. Okay. No, we still have a slot somehow. Who was missing? I guess Ogi will go get his ass kicked. We'll send him left. We'll send Ogi to flank left. Try to get the boss to beat his ass. That's my plan. Yeah, we had our... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the, stealth move here. Equipping Diversion instead. He's gonna be an off tank. He's a level 18 off tank when our party's all 30. But that's just how it goes sometimes, right? Zeal 30. Still, what do we do? Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, I'll try to get people started. How fast does this guy move? 3? He's here. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. He can actually attack me right away, I believe. Just checking. This attack has 3 range directly in front of him. So he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can hit Haku right away. Ogi's up next. Ogi can move faster than me. He might move over here. Yeah, Haku can't get into combat right away. Haru and Serana cannot get over this gap. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. That said, they're after he goes. We need to be here? Ugh. Reality can move 5, right? Or 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. I don't want to like have everyone move all in at the same time. Do I go wide and bait the boss to run up to me? I'm thinking of going wide and trying to bait the boss to run up to me. For that. I think the best play is to try to like set up and then put the boss somewhere where he's not gonna hit you. He's an archer. Can't hit. Zeal up on everyone. I think we want to go wide and not eat a ton of attacks. Oh, her new Adori is attack and defense. Hold up. Like for obvious reasons, we kind of want defense up as an attack up. So I'm expecting to get like almost one shot. I'm gonna try and bait the boss to come into me. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Shikigami. Shikigamis have taunt too. I'll move the Shikigami immediately right as fast as I can. Haku, defense up on... I'm trying to remember this. Cure is irrelevant. Oh, the bonus health isn't though. Okay. So this is irrelevant, but this part's good. I missed that crit. Bonus health for 3 turns. Gives everyone 100 or 200 more health. That's pretty good. Let's see. Archer is probably moving forward here. Maybe here for her? Ikigami, yep. Moving it as fast as I can to the right. This costs Zeal. It's personal defense. That's fine. Would've been nice if I crit that to save myself a little bit of Zeal, but it's fine. Boss is going. Oh, really? He just went straight in the line? Fuck me. Is that the whole team dead? So far he's failed to... Is that just like a gate? Like, okay, what is this effect, and is it an insta-kill? Perishing the Inferno I Wrath. If they die, if any of them die to fire, we just concede and restart that. That's lame. So the taunt effect doesn't work. He didn't bother falling for the taunt or the Shikigami taunt. He just automatically goes for you. Alright, well, we can't do too much about that one. Alright, the fighter won. Only good news is we can maybe deal some damage. He doesn't have defense. Okay. His 50% defense didn't proc. Oh, he's immune to debuffs. That sucks. He's immune to debuffs? That's not good. He did not take the defense down. He's Black Barrel. His body's symmetrical. It has 200 damage per tick. Oh. So that's gonna be instant death for the whole party. Okay. So we get 1 turn to attack him, and if we can't kill him in 1 turn, the fight's over? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Can you imagine if we didn't give half the party bonus health? That would suck. How much was that? 432. Haku dies! So I don't think we're winning because most of our characters are just going to explode. We have one heal with Haku. Let's see. Nope, no AoE heals. Okay. We can give Yagdwald a turn. We can give Nosri a turn. Nekone is up 5th. Okay, so next turn, she dies immediately. Next turn, she dies immediately. Next turn, she dies immediately. He is living one turn. Oh, sorry, he has 176. He's also dead. Okay, so every single one of our characters is dead this turn. There's nothing we can do to save them. That sucks. Alright. I guess I will, like, try to put Kaisei Obu on Nekone. I probably could have just given this to Yachtwalt and gone for a second turn, but fuck it, I don't know. This seems pretty stupid considering the boss can just walk up to you and one-shot your whole party. That's kind of lame. Hit the boss from the side. Maybe he attacks me. 1 damage. Alright. We double critted for 3. 1 damage. We double crit. We did 1 damage. Okay. 171. Kuon barely lives. Nuadori does not heal you. That's 4 people he's locked in combat. Interesting. 557, a little low. He has another turn coming up. Okay. Earth's favor. Another turn. She's still Eye of Courage. Alright. 716. Okay. Well, I'm gonna die this turn, so. I missed every single critical. That's not a good start. Okay. We did 716. Got a bit of refund on the Zeal, which immediately gets deleted. Okay. Well, that sucked. Can we move? Oh, she's not locked us. Okay. If I move her, what is the range of his Flame Aura? Hold up. She's dying to Flame Aura when he activates, by the way. So, at the beginning of this unit's turn, enemies in range take 15% of their health in damage negated by units with a fire element. She's not fire. She can move 4, though. He activates. Cool. Fighter 25 to everyone in range. Well, he is dead. He is dead. She is at death's door. Okay. The fire element disappeared. Okay, we get 1 turn to attack. And if you don't have escaping death, you automatically die. That's kind of lame, but I guess the flame effect only lasted till the start of his next turn, so we're fortunate that Atui didn't die. Oh, can she not attack him? She can't attack him. Oh my god, she can't attack him for any damage. Due to the positioning of the boss preventing her from being 2 tiles away in any way, shape, or form, she's incapable of attacking him. Oh, that sucks. So she can either stand here. Oh, no, she can melee him with cleave. Interesting. Okay, so based on the position we target, we can hit him. Oh, okay. I guess we go for that one then. 300 damage. That's all we can do. $300. He leveled up. That's pretty important. Alright, the fighter. Maybe he just resisted the defense? Hold up. What's his defense at right now? State. Defense down. Yeah, he's still got the defense down. 293. I guess we'll just keep going on him. Like, I don't see why not. 1 critical, better than nothing. He's at half health. She can't move. Heals. Rulity is taking a chunk of health and damage. Hold up. What's her passive give her? I want her natural healing. 20%. She's not dead. Okay. She's not strictly dead. She's likely dead though. You should hit everyone to make sure we're all at full health. Yep. You can maybe hit him from 3 tiles. You can hit him from 3 tiles. If we stand here? You can hit him from here? 176, 156. Do we get more damage if we do an AoE on him? Unlike this tile? No, okay. His size did not mean we can blast him with AoEs. If anyone was curious, that's what I was checking. At least not any more than previously. Okay, 193. 20 XP. This guy doesn't need to move. Akiri Bayaki. Gain cost. Cost. Just keep shooting. $360. Getting him below half, that seems reasonable. This messes with his speed. He's 3rd in turn order. I'm trying to mess with his speed to try and like keep him from attacking next. We're running out of melee characters who can do something. Can I move myself into position to buff her? I wanted to give a Tui a 2nd turn. Damn. The Shikigami's up next. Can I give you another turn? No. I can give her a 2nd turn. How close is Kuon to overzealing? Not close. I wish this stupid water wasn't in the way. Do I want to kill Haku this turn? It seems like that's a bad idea. Atui's dead when this boss attacks, right? Atui's dead when the boss attacks. That's kind of shitty. The boss can't leap over us because he's here. I wish I could move myself here, or move this idiot. I could heal Rulity, I guess, and try to, like, luck into something. It's 25 seal. She would get another turn immediately. The boss's positioning in this fight is super awkward with this cliff here. Do I sacrifice all of them? Kuon's going in next turn, so she's gonna die. I'm gonna try and give her another turn. How hard does Taku hit? 169. Yep, all on you, buddy. I'm trying to get her as many turns as possible. She hits way harder than we do. He can't move. 650. See what I mean? More damage? Yeah. I don't think we got to see this yet, did we? $750. 715. Okay. He's at 1377. He'll be at what, 1K at the end of this? There's his activation. No one gets any defenses against any of his attacks. Haku is dazed. Alright, so do we get escaping death procs that follow up? Okay, you can't escaping death multiple times. That sucks. Boss is still immune to taunt. I think Kuon can't hurt him anymore. That's a bit annoying. No, she can. She can just barely reach him. So Kuon can't heal herself, if you didn't notice. We either stand here and attack the boss with range attacks for 288, which is an option, or we can move in, hit for 378, and also die to the boss's melee attack. How likely do I think I do 1300 here? Atui activates, hits for 300, he hits for 300. He's hitting for how hard? 378. I think like 900. Maybe 100 from Nekone. Yeah, I'm gonna stand here. It's kind of just like a dumb idea to get yourself killed, right? So. I missed the criticals, but that's fine. 288 is respectable. She should have another turn out of her. We should be able to get another turn out of her. Which is my current goal. Alright. 272. Oh, he's hitting a bit harder. He's hitting for like 500. Closer to 600 if he triple crits. Alright, he's hitting for about 600 if he triple crits. Ooh, we might have actually got him if we went in with Kuon. I mean, that was a lot of damage. Kuon would have hit like 100 harder. If we're off by 100 at the end of this, it's our misplay with Kuon. Okay, can't hit him from here. Can't heal from here. Atui is dead on his activation. Fudge, we can't heal Kuon. I think we need to stand here. I'd like to heal Kuon, but unfortunately our team is like poorly positioned and I need a Tui to tank a hit. So we're gonna heal Tui. Let's see. Cover status, any mobility, schedule, speed. Yeah, defense would be nice. Technically don't need her to get that much health, but Seigetsu is the only one we can use after moving, so here we go. Triple criticals? You went like, where's the ransom at? Okay, 150. As expected, she's not hitting super hard, but that's fine. Like, let's appreciate the fact that she can cast Fireball and heal in the same turn now. Remember when you couldn't do that? Oh my goodness, she's getting a second turn. No way. Oh my god, we are going to get like an off by 100 if this boss kills it too. Water's favorite. Yeah, she's doing 150. I was just checking something. It looks like she can cast Fireball, but she can final slash the healing. Oh, for the bonus speed. Hold up. Kuon, you're going to full health. I've never seen a healing final strike. Let's go. Speed up. Out of zeal. Oh, he's going before it. Kuon. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, we might all die anyway. The good news is I can't land these crits to save. I can't land her first crit to save my life, so she's not hitting that much harder. And he's second, right? He's still second, or is he first? He might be first after this. Oh, he's first! No! Piss off! Alright, I'm moving 3 tiles away so I don't get burned. Yeah, Tui's holding me in combat. We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna stand, or I'm 2 away from him. If I jump this way, I'm still a decent distance from him, but I can't use anything to help Kuon. This way. Here's his activation. Alas, a Tui's not getting a turn. She's getting fucking crushed by his punches. That sucks. The boss's ability to advance turn order every time he takes damage is quite annoying. Oh, it's the AoE fire too. Alright. You know, Kuon's been a real hero these last couple fights. But I think she's definitely gonna earn this one. It's martial arts time. We'll axe kick Virai to finish him off. Waifu power, guys. Waifu power. Impossible. He's been brought low. How could I have... Beaten in his god form. Alright, Virai got... Yeah, gang stomped. That's one way to put it. We have like 3 people left standing. But we beat Virai. Alas, a Tui couldn't land the finishing blow. Yeah, and she's just like, well, that was fun. Alright. It was nothing. A good woman never loses her cool. Nothing to fear from Virai the Vanguard. To be fair, he's gone. You appear to be perspiring heavily. I suggest you dab yourself with this. R.I.P. in peace, Nosari, who didn't even get a single attack that fight because she got one shot by the boss in his AoE. So that's what it's like to fight one of the bearers of the Akuruka. It was a little bit close. She got one turn. She moved forwards and then died to fire. She died to fire. You know when you're playing WoW and you're like, man, I can't believe this idiot DPS died to the fire on the floor? That's actually her. She actually died to the fire on the floor. Oh. My legs are still shaking. If he released its full power. Go on. I'm fine. A little lightheaded. Fight wore me out. Just a little bit. You sure you're not hurt? I'm fine, really. You're worrying about me now? Kuon landing the finishing blow gameplay-wise. Mega Rip dying to environment finishes. The boss, did you see the giant red bubble of fire the boss put on the ground in his last attack? Poor Kuon slapped him, or punched him to death. Or sorry, axe kicked him to death. I should be specific. Her follow-up is an axe kick, a flying axe kick. But anyway, before Kuon kicked his ass, the fire on the ground that he put, that massive like orange bubble, that was what Nosri died to. Of course. Why wouldn't I be worried about you? I suppose so. Kuon's blushing because we're worried about her. Yeah, flying axe kick's pretty good. Oshtar's like, damn, alright. Ashtar looks down at Varai's motionless body, sorrow in his eyes. Is he actually dead? Dear brother, here. A familiar Akaruka had fallen out of Varai's clothes, and Nekone hands it to Ashtar. He takes the mask and puts it on. He closes his eyes briefly as if to remember its feel. And once he opens his eyes again, Nekone helps him walk, and he turns to Anju. Highness, I apologize for my late arrival. I'm so glad she's alright. Anju does not respond. Like, this is not depression and depressed Anju. Highness? Anju slowly reaches out, but it doesn't seem as though her empty eyes caught sight of Ashtar. Huh? Highness? What's the matter? Princess, can you hear us? There's no way anyone missed this, right? Ashtar kneels before Anju and gently takes her hand. Anju attempts to speak, but all that comes out of her mouth are labored, raspy whispers. She closes her eyes in frustration, tears streaming down her cheeks. Kuon, may I ask you to... Princess, can you hear me? Open your mouth for me. Kuon examines Anju's throat with a serious expression. She then holds Anju's eyelids open with delicate care, carefully examining her. She checks her pulse and temperature, and after everything, she sighs and looks up. It must have been a powerful poison. Her throat is all but destroyed. As long as she's like this, she won't be able to speak. She didn't say never. She just said, well, she's like this, she won't be able to speak. Guys, I think we've achieved a good solution to this problem. Anju is an annoying little gremlin who doesn't shut the fuck up. And while I do not appreciate someone poisoning her and trying to kill her, she's annoying and probably not deserving of the throne, but you know, poison not so great. Poisoning her like that, at least she's quiet. Let's think of the upside. She's quiet for 5 minutes and isn't taking up Kuon's speaking time. What's more serious though is her mind. Mind? The poison has a mind-numbing effect. It's a dangerous drug that can be used to ease pain, but overdosing can easily destroy one's mind. She overdosed on something. A sharp inhale ripples through the group. Can she be cured? If we act fast with the right treatment, we can avoid any lasting effects. I see. Well, thank goodness. Anju might be okay. Oh, that gave me quite a scare. We have to get somewhere to fight and find peace first. Alright, we need to get out of here before anyone else finds us. Bro, we killed Varai. If we're like, oh, we just killed... If we like walk to them and we're like, we killed Varai, I'm pretty sure the Imperial Guard would shit their pants and be like, you know what, fuck it, you killed Varai, alright, go ahead. Go ahead. Like, if you kill Varai, it is Atsuru Kuraka form, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna deal with these guys. Someone else can do that, it's not worth my life. Varai's been beaten, why do we need to run? If he wasn't the mastermind, we can't stay here long. From an outsider's perspective, we infiltrated the princess's room, attacked Varai and kidnapped her. My brother's innocent? And how do you prove that? Wouldn't be necessary to do that. We have her highness. She can't tell us anything. Sure, she's mind broken. That's gonna be hard with the princess in this state. Not to mention anyone with a grudge against Ashtar will jump at the chance to prove him guilty. By the time the princess recovers to testify, they'll have already killed us, yep. The evident plan was to keep her silent and use her for her status. A political marionette, as it were. That's what it is. The big fellow there wasn't the one behind it all? He rolls his shoulders warily as he glances back to Varai. Varai's not much of a schemer for this. The mastermind must be elsewhere. I mean, there's only one person who could have masterminded this, and it's the annoying intelligence guy who lives in the palace. I get the feeling that Hanoka went into hiding because the mastermind framed her. The question is, where now? Ashtor? Inna Kamui? In the far reaches of this land, surrounded by mountainous terrain, a natural fortress. If we go there, we should be able to protect the princess from pursuers for a time. Isn't Inna Kamui our homeland? Sorry, Kiryu. This might cause trouble for your whole family. And the people in the area. Ah, don't say that. This involves all of Yamato. Oh, awesome. So we're traveling halfway across the country. They look weak, like they could collapse any minute. They're not saying much of that path and the sealing spell thing. Yeah, it's too dangerous to ask more of them. I walk over to the fallen guards and start pulling off their clothes. Ogi, give me a hand. Disguising us as soldiers to escape. A fine plan, exhilaratingly suspenseful. Alright. Master. We'll be able to withstand this. No, you can barely walk. They couldn't even correctly execute all the spells, so I'm assuming they can't. I'm assuming they can't plane shift and maintain their like semi-plane shift state and transfer back out because they have to like carve a path through the plane too. Irrelevant. We carry out your will, regardless of what it may cost. No, this is an order. Are they planning on sacrificing themselves? As you wish. Princess, hide in the wicker trunk. We'll get a cart, carry her on that. And if we play it cool, we make it out of the capital. And if we're discovered, we say the trunk's full of gifts. If we're confident they won't suspect a thing. Although it's a bit of a gamble. Whether we can fool anyone. Does this thing still work? As I speak, I pull out a certain handy box. The seal of the Mikado. I had no idea you were bestowed such a token. Note that the seal of the Mikado should be a one-of-a-kind item. Going by, how the seal works in China, right? It's a one-of-a-kind item that gives you the authority of the Emperor and the right to rule. Which is actually the Emperor's seal, what the jade steel that the Emperor used in China is missing, right? No one has it right now. It's complicated. Last time I showed it to the guards at the ruins, it worked fine. Circumstances are different. It may not work, especially in the case of those who know what transpired. Yeah. The guards outside should be unaware. We might convince them. In the current confusion, few would be able to maintain their composure at the sight of that seal. I guess I'll put it to use then. You sure this is gonna work? Oh yeah, as sure as anything else. It's not a matter of whether it works. We'll make it work. Ah. Well said. Well said. Reminds me of the face you make when you're talking yourself into working. That's exactly the plan he has here. He's like, I don't want to fight people, so how do I get out of fighting people? Oh, that's right. We bullshit our way by saying we have the Emperor's orders to go this way. That's uncalled for. In any case, one more precaution. Ogi, a favor? Raiko and Decopompo's soldiers should be outside the city walls. Yeah, it seems their stalemate was keeping them rather... As he speaks, he understands what I'm getting at. A faint smile crosses his face. So that's your ploy. Say it's an order from Varai and open the gates. If that happens, I'm sure all of them will try to rush into the capital. And we slip away amidst the confusion. Your ideas are quite refreshing. Can we take Varai's mask? I mean, I don't want to be a dumbass, but can we not just take Varai's mask and then have his superpower? Because the mask is what gives you your powers? If we take Varai's mask, it doesn't even matter if we can use it. It means the enemy can't wield it. And we can, like, learn to use it later. And then we'd have two Aturukas in our possession, basically making us the people who are gonna fucking rule the kingdom by force if we have to, right? We'd have the two fighty ones. We have the two fighty Aturukas. And then we have, like, possibly Munechika, who's busy or dead. So they'd only have one, so we'd have, like, at least a monopoly on the firepower end of things, right? We don't have numbers, but we'd have a shit ton of firepower if we can get it working. Worst case scenario, we deny them their power, and we've stolen an artifact. We've denied them a ton of power. All we need is something that'll make it seem like an order from Varai. Search him for personal effects. We look through everything left on his person. We're not comfortable doing it, but we don't have time to complain. Take his mask. After fumbling for a while, I feel something hard hit my fingertips. I pull out a golden circle the size of my hand with an intricate engraving on it. A seal? Golden seal, bestowed as proof of being one of the 8 pillar generals. If you hold this seal, you're either one of the generals or under the command of one. Can we please not take his mask? The same authority would be granted to a letter stamped with this seal. I guess I'll just help myself then. Haku, if I may. Ogi extracts some paper and a scribe's brush from a nearby desk and quickly begins to write. He presses the seal to it, and in no time he holds in his hand an official order from Varai. Alright, catch you later, dude. Catch you later, my dude. You'd never be able to tell what a rush job it is by looking at it. It's actually pretty impressive. Basically, we're going to cause a bit more chaos by getting Dekopampo and Raiko into the city. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to set the game in motion. Let's have some fun with people. It's been on my mind for a while. I think he's a better con man than anything else. Nah, he's a simp first and a con man second. I'm off to make a scene then. And I'll accompany you. What have you missed? We killed Varai. I think he's dead. I think Varai is dead and not just unconscious. I think we killed Varai. A moment, Nosri. He halts the enthusiastic Nosri and turns instead to Kiru. Kiru, you go instead. You want me to go? Wait, what's he going? Okay. Ogi's accompanying. Ogi is being accompanied by Kiru. There's a... Avash the Stampede after your own heart. Pretty much. Although he's a simp for his own sister, but it is what it is. A duty I'd have you perform on my behalf. Oh? Tell my direct subordinates what happened, and arrange for them and their families to escape the city. I'm afraid I will be unable to personally prevent them from coming to harm as matters stand now. I'm not ready to take that on. Does it look like we got any other people, Kiru? The others would not have their trust as you would. Only you can do this as my sworn brother. That's a good point. That's a good point, Ashtar. Kiru hesitates, uncertainty in his eyes, but eventually he nods, resolute. You can count on me. Well, shall we be on our way? Kiru nods fiercely, then follows Ogi down the stairs. Now then, Highness. My apologies. Please bear this for a while. Up you go. Arisu is the artist behind the latest events. Oh, okay. Yoxwald hosts Anju up, lowering her into the trunk. Sorry about this, princess. It shouldn't take long. Just hang on for a bit. Sorry, princess. Into the basket you go. Oshtar, get in too. No, nope. Get in the trunk, Oshtar. You can't move. And anyone recognizes you. Take your mask off, actually. Oshtar resists, but we managed to wrangle him into the trunk. Ruru, Sarana, you two in this one. We highly disapprove of this decision. But an order is an order. Shinanon, make sure you look after them. Yes, Shinanon, take care of them. How is the 8-year-old less irritating than the princess? After the twins get in, Shinanon nimbly hops into the trunk with them. And now... The hem's not a good fit, but it'll have to do, I suppose. It's all baggy on me. Soldiers' clothes are a bit big on them. Everyone's pretty loose. Nekone looks like a sentient pile of fabric. Is there something you want to say to me? Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. I'm getting uneasy about this, but there's no turning back now. I doubt we could stuff any more of us into this trunk. We just gotta figure the rest out on the fly. I mean, there's a fire in a wooden building. How about you, like... Wouldn't this fire spread? Ah, whatever. This is where we part? But you... If you remain here alone? I owe a debt to Lady Hanoka. I have to know if she's safe. Easy to see if she stays within the walls. Things aren't going to be easy. Her sense of duty isn't from her position. She's already made up her mind, though. Take care of Her Highness. I'm sorry I couldn't accompany you to the end. Best of luck, all. He bows deeply to us. Thanks for helping us get this far. Come on, guys. Alright. We're escaping the same way we came in. I leave her with a brief, curt farewell and pull the cart forward without looking back. Somehow I can feel her remaining in that deep bow until we fade from her sight. You know, I like that one. I'm gonna do that one for you. That's a good quote. But only subs can add quotes. So... I agree with that one. I agree with that one. It's worth adding. Nekone looks like a sentient pile of fabric is a worthy quote. Yeah, only subscribers can actually add quotes themselves, but I personally think that one is good enough to add to the list. Personal opinion on the quotes. Alright, I can feel her remaining in that deep bow until we fade from her sight. Right? Right? It was a good line. It was a good line. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. Ogi, slowly catching up. The fact that we can finally field our whole team is kind of nice, too. Alright, so what are we getting? I'm not expecting much out of Kuon. She's basically capped for skills. Aruru and Sarana, a 5th action, and a final slash about to be unlocked in their short-range AoE. Okay. The Overzeal. Okay. They really like AoEing. Morale boost. Ooh, not just speed. It's now attack, defense, and speed. Oh my god, this guy's an aura master. Alright. So Haku is the kind of person who wants to stand in the middle of the team. He does not want to be tanking. He wants to stand in front of them or... Yeah. In front of them or in the middle of them. For his aura, because it's pretty short-ranged. Alright. Rejuvenate 3. Oh, dodge unlocked. Of course, we can't dodge Kaiju, but you know. Ogi's action chain. Ogi can AoE now. Good job, Ogi. Man's going somewhere. Nowhere fast, I'm telling you, but he's going somewhere. Realty. I'm leveling her attack stat because she's still getting one shot by people. Like, she's getting one shot at this point. It's not really worth it. Going anything other than attack, unless you're going like all in on defensive stats, it seems better to just like go for defense. If you're not going all in on defense, I think it seems better to just go for attack at this point. Like, the boss was one-shotting just about everyone. The defense stat was pretty meh. I care about defenses when you're dying, right? Like, this guy, we were even on defense on offense, and he still bit it pretty quickly. End of the game. Oh, if the game just straight up ends, I guess it might not end. Save. Glass cannon builds for everybody, pretty much. That's the strat. Only the people, well, yeah, defense stats seem bad in every game with defense stats. Oh, there's a couple games where games with defense stats are pretty good. Kamadori defense is actually really good. Because defense is like flat damage. Defense and offense in Kamadori are flat damage modifiers. That said, you can't allocate the stats. They're random, but like, flat +1 defense is really good, right? Like, +1 damage reduction or +1 health is both really good. Especially when there's enemies with like double attack or triple attack based on initiative, which makes initiative useful, right? Because then it's like, okay, if one defense reduces my damage by 3, because my character is really slow, defense is really good. In fact, it's better, well, yeah, like, it's really good because you have weapons that modify initiative, so you can actually like play around with that too. That makes it matter. That makes it matter a little bit because you don't want to get one shot, especially because like in that game, whenever you do attacks, there's guaranteed counter damage if they're in range to attack. So like if you melee someone in Kamadori, and they have a melee attack, they will melee you back. They will, like, it will literally just be, whenever you attack someone, you're literally doing a like attack trade. So they get to pick their own attack, their most optimal attack if they want to, and attack you with that based on your initiative. And then based on your initiative, you get like the same results. So like you smacking someone is the same as someone smacking you. So like, yeah, it's always eye for an eye. So like trading well is important, and using your OP ranged units or messing is important because the archers don't have melee. Like a lot of archers don't have melee attacks in that game. So if you get like a melee up to an archer, you can just beat them to death. And then your archers obviously like lay waste to like melee troops. Your archers and wizards lay waste to melee troops. And like having like super long range spells is really useful. And that game's actually really good. I know it's a reggae, and we can't actually play it on Twitch because it's banned on Twitch. But it's really fucking good. If you want to play like a really good SRPG, it is an adult game, but it is 90% combat. Especially like the first 6 hours. Holy shit. There's no adult content in the first 6 hours of gameplay. Not a drop. You're doing nothing but playing. Banned on Twitch. Yeah, there's like 30 H scenes in it. No joke. Yeah. Like it starts out fairly tame. And I was like at 6 hours, it's like 6-8 hours in, I was like, where's all the adult content, man? I'm like enjoying this as a game by itself. But I'm like, this is banned on Twitch, I'm expecting something. And then it's like, and like I unlock I'm like midway through the game. Maybe at like 10, 12 hours, and I'm like, oh, I see how it is now. I see how it is now. Like, oh, I see why this is banned. It's like, okay. It's like, scene 1, oh, yeah, okay. 2 seconds later, scene 2, okay. I see why this is getting banned. Sort of. I don't quite agree with it, because it's, like, mostly gameplay, but... I mean, what's it called? Kamadori Alchemy Meister? Kamadori Alchemy Meister. Just look up. Just look up that. You'll get it. It's actually a pretty good game. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a good game. It's a good game. I mean, I'm not lying. I think it's actually good to play. They make you earn it? Yeah, it's the make you earn it. And the answer to can I sleep with this person? The answer is yes. Assuming they're female. If the answer is yes to all of them. And there's probably more than one scene. I say, oh, the gates are open. Deco Pompo, look. The gates are open. That's good. Well, they certainly took their sweet time. Okay, Nati. Maru, we march inside. Follow my lead. Inside they go. I like our trick here, opening the gates so that the generals who are stuck outside, unable to see what the fuck's going on, can get in. Once, my lord. Yeah, I'd seize the advantage. The gates are open. We're unaware of what transpired. Let her steps remain light. Rary. I mean, Deco Pompo is not the kind of person to listen to Maru at all. He's also not the kind of person to give a fuck what... He's also, like, super impatient and aggressive, so yeah, he's going forward. Wait for me. In they go. What's Raiko's opinion? He probably goes in anyway. The gates have been opened. Without an announcement of any sort, the gates have been opened. Very suspicious. Your two generals, like, just think about that for 2 seconds. Okay, your two generals off at war. You receive word the emperor's died. So you rush home with your armies, figure out what the fuck's going on, and the gates are closed. And one of the 8-pillar generals is just like, go fuck yourself, you're not coming in the castle. You're not coming in the base. And it's like, what? And they're sitting out there for several days. And then suddenly the gates open in the middle of the night without a single announcement. That's got to be like some level of sus, right? That's super sus. Deco Pompo's a dumbass and doesn't think about it. Raiko? Good question. His first thing is like, the gates are open? Like, are you serious? What the fuck is going on here? His eyes narrow, observing the events unfolding. By account of the guards at the gate, it was a direct order from Lord Virai. It seems there are others scheming in the shadows then. Intriguing. Let's see how far they can get. Shichiria chuckles wryly, seeing Raiko's face light up like a child with a new toy to play with. As usual, your ruthlessness knows no bounds. I would advise waiting and analyzing the situation. But what are your orders? With the gates open, we have little choice. Follow Deco Pompo's soldiers inside once they advance. Good call. I don't think there's any other answer you could reasonably have. You're like, clearly there's some sketchy shit going on, and now there's some weird other sketchy shit going on? But you're not going to sit outside the fortress, because you said yourself that even if you had your armies at full strength, which they aren't at, they couldn't breach the walls. So, if you're like, it's impossible for us to siege this place, then they're going to have to go in anyway, as soon as the gates open. I could confirm the gates are open. 1,000 footsteps running through the gate, heading for the palace via the main street. Nasiri grins, lifting her ear from the ground and rising to her feet. Impressive as always, all according to plan. We did, by the way, just assassinate Virai. So, he's dead. He's not giving those orders. Although it wasn't our plan to kill him. He just happened to be there. Time to make our move then, yeah? We slowly push the carriage forward as the guards at the side gate rush over to us. You there with the carriage, stop! Where are you intending on going? Where are you going this late at night? Don't you know the main gate's closed off? We are here to fulfill the final wish of our liege before his passing. Let us through. Oh, liege. Let this serve as proof. Behold! I take out the small box with the Mikado's crest and hold it aloft. The guards freeze, eyes wide. The Imperial seal? Yeah, that's it. Forgive our rudeness. They immediately kneel down, bowing their heads. The guards behind them hastily follow suit. This shit's way too OP. It's okay, it won't be relevant. It probably won't be relevant, well, it won't have this kind of power, I should say, after this scene. I wanted to get through without causing a scene, but they'll definitely remember this now. To be fair, he's not actually lying. As long as he's on his mission to secure a future for humanity, he's probably serving as he's serving the Emperor's will. Or the Mikado's will, sorry. Yeah. I know. Messenger of the throne, a word? Speak. Regrettably, I must inspect the carriage. My orders compel me, not disrespect. That's something I can't allow. I was specifically ordered not to open the seals on them. I say again, these are the direct orders of our liege. Let us through. We attempt to proceed with our carriage, but as we move, one of the guards notices Nekone atop it. You seem rather small for a soldier. We must check the contents regardless. Such is our duty as guards of the gate. Guess I'm out of options. Very well, if you insist so, I suppose I don't have much of a choice in the matter. Kuon makes eye contact with everyone and they all silently move into position. Very well then. However, I will have to report this to the current Guardian of Her Highness, Lord Varai. I mean, she looks like a sentient pile of fabrics. There are only slimes in this setting so far. We haven't seen golems yet. Though a fabric golem would be quite unusual. You're unlucky. You may incur not only the anger of Lord Varai, but Yamato's heir. Are you sure? As you must carry your duty as guards, I must uphold the Imperial command. Alright. The gate guard hesitates for a moment, his eyes on me, and he eventually nods, backing down. Open. Understood. Open the gates! Sir, open the gates! The gates to the palace open wide. That's convenient. Hey, oh, I like this. The nighttime illumination. They redrew it for that. That's nice. You can see the actual gates are nice and open. There's no people in the city, as they probably want to use this for multiple purposes. And it's probably way more effort to draw crowds appearing and disappearing. But hey, it looks good. You can kind of see where we are. We're at the giant fucking pyramid at the center. And presumably the army is marching down the causeway. That massive straight line causeway that is in no way a good defense of anything inside the city. Thankfully, the assumption is the walls will never be breached. As we finally pass through the gate, Atui pokes her head out from the carriage. Looks like it went off without a hitch. I suppose we somehow managed it. For now, anyway. Thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I'm sure if Ogi were here, he would have pulled this off better. He already pulled off the shit with the gate guards. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. How are the main gates looking? As expected. As expected, it's total chaos over there. Judging by how things are going, I doubt anyone notices us. Really? Now's our chance. Kokopo, let's go. Kokopo is always eager. Kidnapping? Sign him up. At Ruleti's word, the carriage speeds up, trundling across the road into the night. Once they're outside the city, they should be good, right? I rest my back against the edge of the carriage, a huge sigh escaping me. Fuck it. I know, I know. Too early to celebrate yet. Yeah, you need to probably get like at least a day's ride out before you can stop, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No one checked this idiot's dead? Fuck off. They didn't take his mask. They didn't take his mask and they didn't confirm his demise? You absolute buffoons. Alright, this is why I wanted his fucking mask taken. Who the fuck fights this general and doesn't decapitate him? I'm serious. These guys fucked up. They literally looted his corpse like he was fucking dead. They looted his corpse and no one just slit his throat. Just a single knife. Oh, general dead. Problem solved. Fuck off. You gotta be kidding me. We fought this guy not once but in 2 phases as a dedicated boss fight. We fought him when he was empowered, and we fought him when he was normal. How on earth did no one actually kill him? Come on. Like, we literally looted his own seal from his corpse after he was beaten, I guess unconscious and not dead. Why did we fuck up so hard? Gods. Like, any number of us could have just fucking slit his throat and solved the Virai problem once and for all, because he's fucking killing us. That's why. Why do I yet live? Why not end my life when you had the chance? Pity? Mercy? You'd spare my life? Why? Why do you mock me so, Ashtor? Dude, I just think our team's pretty Pepeka sometimes. I think that's honestly how it went. I know he's salty, but goddamn. We didn't even take his mask. I swear to God, if we fight phase 3 in like 2 seconds, I'm gonna be really irritated. Ashtar. There's only one good upside to this. If he's still alive, you could reasonably make it out to say that he just fucking murdered the princess, turned her to fucking ash, and left. Virai leaps forward, soaring into the pitch black sky. His eyes can no longer see anything but Ashtar. Okay, we're outside the city by miles. How is he gonna know where we are or what direction we headed in? We should be pretty safe unless he has like omniscience. With his powerful body, he bounds over unbelievable distances, easily leaping over palace rooftops. Finally, he hits the ground with a terrible impact born of immense speed. Okay. Hold all of you, hold. What was that noise? Something huge from the sky. The soldiers heading towards the palace can't hide their unease at the sudden descent. As the dust begins to clear, they see the outline of Virai's gargantuan body. Lord Virai? You mustn't. We're inside the palace. Stand aside. Look, with one swing of his arm, the heads of the surrounding soldiers burst like overripe fruit. Okay, so by not killing Virai, we just got like 10 people who are relatively innocent killed. Let's make an assumption it's one person. We just got one person killed. That was fucking stupid. It said surrounding soldiers, so it's bare minimum 2 that got decapitated. Where are you, Ashtar? A little ways off on a nearby mansion's rooftop, 2 small figures look down on the chaos surrounding the palace. One of them chuckles mildly at the sight. General Virai? Didn't expect he'd be alive. What do we do? They barely left the gates.
もう出たばかりですよ。
そうですね。彼にはもう少しの間。
You're always a fan of smashing his head in. Exactly, right? Like if you're fighting someone and if you're fighting someone this OP, unless you expect to recruit him, just fucking axe him, man. This guy's like, he's the knuckle-headed idiot who like assumes the worst of everyone, and he has way too much power. Like they're not even willing to set him on their own fucking enemies because they're afraid he's gonna cause so much destruction the land will be useless. Like it's like they didn't want to send him on an invasion force to invade a country because they're like, there will be so many dead people on our own side and the enemy's side that there's going to be nothing left to take from them. Like, that's no joke. Their excuse for not sending him to Tusker was like, you will cause so much destruction, it wouldn't be worth it to send you. It's like, this guy is only useful for his power. And he's basically like obsessed with fighting you. I don't know why you wouldn't kill him. Let's see. Does he magically gain the ability to track us outside the city? He's a sentient nuke, and basically Ashtor is the one with the other transformation superpower. But he's pretty useless right now since he just gave himself up and let himself be tortured for a couple days. So he can barely walk, but he's the other one who's got that OP shit, but he's, you know, not an idiot most of the time. I'll even say he wasn't a terrible idea to just give himself up. It's like, it was a bad idea, but it wasn't like there was too many other great ideas coming up, in my head at least. Let's see, perhaps it's best to have him linger where he is for a time. Rebellion, Varai's turned against the throne? Varai intends on claiming the throne for himself? They say he's keeping Her Highness locked up inside the palace? I said, what's going on? A rebellion? How dare he devise such treachery? Haven't ensured the veracity of... Oh no, oh no. They leaked a rumor to Decopompo. Oh no. Oh no, Varai's... Decopompo is less a nuke and a just a sentient... He's a barely sentient... he's about as intelligent as a rock, okay? He's like if Varai didn't actually have any power or skills. Just think of that. Someone who's this stupid. This is the guy who is like, your armies are surrounded. Well, that's awkward. The enemy is retreating. Chase them. Into unknown terrain? Yes. Our troops are surrounded again and being slaughtered. Oh, that's weird. Happens. And it's like, okay, I'll retreat. Next day, exact same maneuvers. The enemy soldiers were literally, the enemy general was literally like, we don't understand this guy's plan. He literally fell for the same trap 3 days in a row. Like, is he trying to bait us by, like, playing dumb and then eventually suddenly acting smart? That was their assumption. They thought that Decopompo was falling for their tricks consistently so much that it was intentional so that he could, like, surprise them by acting smart at a later time in the campaign. Imagine being so dumb that your opponent is actually confused and thinks it's a strategy. A long-term strategy. Like, that's how gullible and tactless he is. So this will be interesting. I wouldn't put it past him to go that far. I wouldn't either, because that's actually what he did. It's a rebellion! Curse you, Varai. How dare you commit such savage crime during my absence? The Einsul gown effect. There's actually some good news to this, though. So, the thing is, based on the evidence that's accumulated so far for everyone else, let's think about this. They're like, Varai, they hear Varai's betrayed the capital, he's captured the princess, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go find the princess and find out. Princess missing. Where is her room? Her room is at the top of the palace. They go to the top of the palace. Varai exploded in there destroying the entire roof and likely obliterating the princess. And they can't find the princess because there's no trace of her. They're like, Varai, you literally went full Super Saiyan inside the room with the princess and turned her to ash? Can't disprove it. And judging by how stupid people have been so far, that is enough evidence to kill him, right? That's that's more than enough evidence to kill him, as the only person who could possibly have used that explosive effect is Varai. Meanwhile, Ashtor was just randomly accused of poisoning, and like someone claimed they found some poison in his room, and that was enough for them to say he's the guilty party, right? But more accurately, someone said poison was from him. And it's like, well, you know, he wasn't there because he's fucking busy doing other shit. Like, we know for a fact he was busy and had better shit to do. And was like, what? I'm in the room here. Why would I order tea sent for you when I could deliver it myself or have someone else do that? Like, I wasn't too busy to say hi, and I don't send people tea, so that's weird. It's just like the Mario movie? Yeah. Well, that's what they might think. Alright. So, Varai could be framed pretty easily this way. This is... Oh, unhappy fortune. Recall the troops to send forward. The danger is too great. What are you talking about, moron? If we let this traitor off like this, we shame the name of the generals? Boko Inati, take the soldiers and find Varai. Sir? Such a course will only bring greater casualties on us? Is what it is. Varai, calm yourself. We're in the grounds, you must do it. Remember, he went like Super Saiyan knowing he could blow up a whole building with it. Like, while the princess was in the room. I mean, he almost killed her anyway. It doesn't look good to see him actually like this. You stand in my way. He's already killing the palace guards, and these aren't the guys who are trying to stop him because of false information. They're just like, what the fuck are you doing, Varai, killing your own guards? So I wonder what Mikazuchi's doing. A loud crack of thunder interrupts the roaring flames. Mikazuchi, hello? When the blinding lightning fades, an even blacker darkness and silence fill the area, and then... Varai's glare falls on a figure holding a giant sword, crackling clouds sparkling behind his back. Well, I was asking where Mikazuchi is. Here we go. I rush back, hearing Yamato's going through a crisis. And what do I stumble upon? Wait, he stumbles, I don't know if he heard the news, but he stumbles on Lord Varai murdering the palace guards who are trying to stop him. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good, Varai. If anyone can stop him, it must be Mikazuchi. Mikazuchi's here to steal my glory once again? Shut up, Dekapompo. You're... In time for the festival, my unworthy brother. A swift return from the Western Front. I guess Raika's... You have my praise. A pleasant surprise indeed to see you hurry back into the palm of my hand. I assume Raika is slowly going to become our villain. It seems like that's the case. He was locked out of the game, but he seems to be pushing... Since we're getting Raika's opinion and not the suspicious informant guys, he might be our next opponent. Let's see. Have you gone mad, Varai? Pillar general or not, such a crime demands cold retribution. You can't just go murdering Imperial guards for fun. You too would stand in my way, Mikazuchi?
妙な話を耳に
Strange rumors have reached my ears.
貴様が姫殿下を幽閉しているというのは
Did they speak the truth when they say you imprisoned Her Highness?
詳しく聞かせてもらおう
I'll have your answer. Speak with care.
返答次第ではその体細切れになると思え
Your answer may force me to shred that fearsome body of yours into ribbons. The sun I lived under for so long has set. I see. The sun that bathed me in light and illuminated my path. The sun we called the Mikado. Good. Good news. Varai's going into his rant about how only the strongest should rule the country. Perfect. He didn't give a response saying he imprisoned her, but he's giving a rant saying as much. Good job. A sun must shine down on Yamato. The heavens call and they desire a new sun. I mean, we did stop him when he was like 1 second away from killing the princess, so it's not like he wasn't planning on doing this. It's just a slightly roundabout way. The sun may sink, but it will never ever rise again, and this new sun will be Your Highness. And Varai wanted her dead. Alright. A weak child? Such a weak child to become my son? Absurd. Perfect. That's an interesting way to describe Anju. That's an interesting way to describe Anju. If our liege is the radiant sun, Her Highness is the Tima Nonna, the sun's flower that brings joy to all. Her brilliant light will bring peace and prosperity to the land? Maybe. Not yet, though. You tell me you haven't come to see it? How blind are you? And you tread upon this precious flower. Mikazushi, interesting. Now, he was trying to do that, so he's not wrong. His information on how he got to that conclusion's wrong, but he's right. The conclusion's right. The path there is a little bit more twisty. You'll never replace the Mikado, you sick son of a bitch. I'm quoting him verbatim. How has the dire course befallen us? What are you standing here for? We need to get out of here fast. Yep. Were you not just saying you'd be the one to capture Farai? Now's not the time. Hurry up, if those monsters want to duke it out, I'm gonna be far, far away. Point well made, of course. A moment, Deco Papa. What? What are you blathering about? By such testimony overheard, Her Highness may yet be imprisoned in the palace. Yeah? Now that you mention it, they did say something of the sort. If such oaths be true, it's our duty to fly to her aid at once. Oh. If we try to get close to the palace, we'll be caught in their battle? Don't be insane. I believe Maru may have the right of things. Can we sneak past them? Oh. Think of it. A golden opportunity. Note the princess isn't there, though. Think of all you'll get if you save the princess. For 5 seconds, they're acting he might actually act intelligently. Unfortunately, the bad news is he's acting on bad info and the princess isn't there anymore. But in theory, this would be the right play. And a play that, like, I could agree with for Deco Pompo. While everyone scrambles in the chaos, you can be the one to rescue Her Highness with your own hands.
わしかにも
Me? Rescue Her Highness?
さよ
She'll swoon at your
う
bravery.
姫殿下は
You'll be like a charming
お父様
prince,
に胸キュン
riding to her aid.
まさに白い馬に乗った王子
We know it's not going to work out for
him.
him because the princess is long gone. But think about it for 5 minutes. That'd be a good plan. You want the glory? Mara's getting the blame. Of course he is. Poor guy. Having won the princess's heart, it's only a matter of time until you become the next Mikado. Okay, even if the princess was there, I am almost positive that would not work. Mikado? Mikado? This guy's gonna run out of troops real fast, isn't he? Being his right-hand man. A promotion for me. They're all greedy. This isn't gonna work out. That wasn't the thrust of my Bokoinante? Maroro? We're going forward. Follow my lead? We rescue Her Highness at any cost? Oh boy. With pleasure. How did it come to this? Maroro, you unironically wear clown makeup because you think it makes you look cooler. Come on, dude. You gotta understand you're gonna be the laughingstock of this place. Sorry, dude. You'll notice that none of the nobility, including these generals, wear makeup. Like heavy makeup, that is. What next, my lord? Oh, within expectations. Leave them be. Declare martial law and evacuate the surrounding districts. Understood. Raiko's probably just gonna take this one nice and slow. Mikazuchi's slashes are vicious blurs of lightning, and Varai's fists turn to crimson flames. Varai's been beaten not once but twice already. He should be weaker, right? Right? This should be a win for Mikazuchi that we're watching play out. Although Mikazuchi can't transform, so maybe he's actually just weaker than him, and it's only like even remotely even because he's been beaten so many times. Varai puts all his force into each punch, and Mikazuchi's blade clashes against it. Neither falters. But as they battle, their flames and lightning lash out, setting homes ablaze and damaging the city. Raiko watches their duel raging, a cold look in his eyes. Well, the good news is for Raiko, he actually has a solution in Mikazuchi. Now he just has to maybe tip the scales so he knows who wins. Fight to your heart's content, Varai. And you as well, Mikazuchi. Your flames and lightning will be the fire that lights the new Yamato, rebuilt atop the old. Raiko obviously plotting something. Please wait, Deco. Wait, Decopompo's out running his aide? Decopompo looks like he weighs like 400 pounds. Damn, dude. He's out running Maroro too? I saw myself. Get your hands off me, shut it. Great. Damn, we'll swine. He's made a habit of getting in the way. Varai, where have you hidden Her Highness? The two warriors pause, glaring at Decopompo, who hastily grabs Boko Inante as a shield. Boko Inante in turn grabs Maroro as a shield. Zounds. You know what? Yeah, I'd probably just be like, Zounds, what the fuck's going on, dude? Decopompo's gut bulges from behind his subordinates as he points a trembling finger at Varai. I'm asking where you hid Her Highness. Our sleeping quarters were completely empty. Oh, they're coming for the palace. Empty?
オシトルは投獄され、尋問を受けていたということだったな。
Our sources said Oshtor was in prison and interrogated, correct?
はい。そのため、かなりの深手を負っていると報告を受けています。
I've received reports he has sustained heavy injuries as a result.
そうか。
I
それ
see.
でもなお噛みつく牙を残していたか。さす
The
が。
princess's dog had fangs to bite back? Very impressive.
だがオシトル。
All things have their consequences, Oshtor.
元より風は吹いていた。だが火をつけ炎を巻き起こしたのは貴様だ。
The winds had been blowing still for this long, but it was your spark that drove them to ignite.
乱世という名の
The
炎
fires of war. A real civil war, yep. Meanwhile, Virai continues staring down Decopompo, eyes filled with burning rage. He should have pointed out. Why doesn't he point out that the entire room was turned to ash? I would have been like, what the fuck did you do? Her whole room's ash. You know, instantly turns everyone against Virai, makes you look like the good guy because you're like, Jesus Christ, did you murder her? Good conclusion to jump to, but apparently they didn't. Virai suddenly turns his back on them instead, heading towards the gates.
どこへ行く
Where do you think you're
姫
going?
殿下の行方を言え。さもなくば
Where's Her Highness? If you don't answer me,
決着をつければならぬ男が
there's a man I must settle things with first.
何
どけ
Stand aside.
三日月
Mikazuchi. Raika's gonna have Mikazuchi answer?
今は奴などに構っている場合ではない。姫殿下の恩義を確かめる
We don't have time to waste on the likes of him. We must confirm the safety of Her Highness ourselves.
構わん。行かせろ。
Let him go, he doesn't matter. Mikazuchi faces Virai once more, eyes locked on his back with a venomous glare. After a long silence, he sheathes his sword brusquely as if to sever the rage burning within him.
失せろ。
Leave this place. Alright. Virai remains silent and begins striding forward without looking back at Mikazuchi. Once beyond the gate, he takes a leap and disappears in the dark expanse of the night sky. Oshtor. With the last murmur, Mikazuchi turns and walks into the palace alone.
ブライよ。今は走るがよいわ。貴様がもたらす混乱こそが。
Continue your mad dash, Virai. From the chaos you sow in your wake, a new era will be born.
ということ。
How could this be? Virai was still alive? Nobody checked. Nobody actually bothered slitting his throat because they're all stupid. It's fine. Intua stands there now, having witnessed the fierce battle between Mikazuchi and Virai.
あの方たちも
Her Highness and the others are still unaware.
気づいていない。
Lelouch? Yeah, we called him Lelouch already, man. Like, his nickname's clearly Lelouch. If his nickname's Lelouch, we're already sus of him.
一刻も早く。
They're unaware. I must warn them. Oshter would be no match in the state he's in. How are you gonna reach them? That's a bad idea. He quickly leaps astride a steed that lost its rider in the preceding chaos, swiftly riding out.
ほのか様。申し訳
Forgive me,
ありません
Hanoka. I pray for thy safety.
どうかご無事で。ご報告いたします。来光様。
Report.
ブライ、三日月、
Okay.
両将軍の戦闘行為による被害状況です。
On the local damage sustained during the battle between the two generals,
周辺区画の建築物、城壁等
Okay.
がかなりの規模で破壊
but
され
many
たもの
structures took heavy damage. Swift evacuation kept casualties to a minimum. Okay, good.
そうか。さて、どうするオシトル。このまま奴の炎で塵と消えるか。
What'll it be,
それとも
Oshtor?
再び我が前に立つか。
Incinerated by Virai's fire, or will you again stand before me? No, Lelouch didn't orchestrate this because he was surprised that it had already happened. It's the information general, the one who like lives at the palace, who hasn't shown up in like 10 scenes. That's the cause of all this. He's pretty straightforward. He's utterly unsurprised at any of the surprise at the shocking twists that occurred. and took control of the princess immediately without much surprise, and was literally waiting for the collapse of the princess outside the door. It's pretty obvious. You just gotta wait for the reveal, or if it happens at all. There's no other major players involved in this series. Like, the Hanoka doesn't have a motive. The purple-haired girl could be sus. The lady in waiting, that is. But the thing is, she's not acting like a person would if they were a person that cared. Like, if they were the person that caused this, they wouldn't be riding out to try and make sure the princess is okay. Make sense? Like, she wouldn't be acting like that because there's no value for her there. Like, her train of thought doesn't follow that the line that would be like, I caused all this chaos by assassinating the Mikado and trying to kill the princess as like revenge or some shit. So the only person who like exists in our sphere is the intelligence general. Not only is he cunning and one who likes laying traps, but he also determined which generals would be away from the city when he did the killing. If you recall, like, he's the one that told the Mikado who to send, and the Mikado followed his orders, sending, Raiko, Munechika, and Deko Pompo away. Which is basically like the people who would defend the place. Like, Munechika is pretty smart. She defends the Emperor and the Princess, more importantly, because she's the Princess's personal tutor and guard. So he sent her away. So, like, the Princess would be less protected, and there wouldn't be someone there to stabilize things, because she's super defensive and chill, right? Like, she's not going to do really stupid shit. She's probably not going to jump to a lot of conclusions. So getting her out of the picture is really important. Raiko's the other plotter. So if he's sent away, he can't manipulate things in the capital. Or at least that's the assumption. At least he can't react to anything. And they send Deko Pompo out because he's a wild card. He's a wild card, and he has less power than Virai, who is also very aggressive and, like, he's the kind of person who just pushes forward all the time. But like, you can push Virai around. Lead him to dumb shit, and if like you know how Virai works, I guess you can kind of manipulate him. So he seems easier to manipulate and causes more chaos because he's just one guy with a bad temper, which is way easier to work with than Deko Pompo, who's like an idiot who no one respects and doesn't really have any real power. I can totally see why he sent those generals out. Obviously, Naval General was involved in the invasion previously as well, like due to the naval nature of the invasion, so obviously he's gone. That's 4 of the generals you've taken out of the picture. Virai's there, you're in the base. What are the other 2 generals? Useless one, who's like a generalist, and useless... I don't remember the other guy. I don't remember the other fucking idiot. There's 8 generals, and I don't remember the 8th one. The 4 on the invasion. Intelligence guy, Virai. The generalist guy, and... who's the other one? I don't remember General 8. Ah, well, whatever he is, I don't know where the fuck he is. He's off doing something. Possibly with Mikazuchi, because he sent Mikazuchi away too, right? He sent Mikazuchi, the Imperial Guard of the Right, off to another country to settle things down. Maybe that general's out there too? Ah, whatever. We'll assume he's over there. Basically leaving only Ashtor as the only person and himself as the only people in the capital of any real influence. And then he immediately framed Ashtor for murder. So... it seems really straightforward when there's no one else who could possibly do anything or have a motive to do anything. Alright, Ashtor, how's it gonna be? Whatever the result, we must adjust our schedule accordingly. You mean... it's time to make our next move, Shichiria. Are you prepared in mind and body? As you wish, my lord. I see. So Ashtor has taken Her Highness. Sir. I understand your feeling, Lord Woshius. We've made arrangements to send out messengers to the surrounding areas. We'll find Her Highness without fail. No stone left unturned. Thank you. Woshius continues gazing at the ground until he rises slowly, eyes bleak as he looks around. Within the room, destroyed by Virai's wrath, nothing remains but the low howl of the cold night's wind. A storm's brewing? A great storm is coming, one that will engulf all of Yamato. It will drive its people apart. And it is one that is now beyond our control. Isn't this what you were looking for, Wojciech, though? You were looking for the biggest clusterfuck you could make by seizing power and assassinating the Emperor and the heiress. This seems to be basically the intended result. Several days of travel passed since we escaped the Imperial capital. We've avoided detection so far, but Oshtar is not looking good. All of us are worn out or fast asleep. It's plain to see we're pretty messed up still. As we pass through a deep gorge, we reach a rock-strewn wasteland, and Oshtar rises, looking back sharply. Brother? Something catch your eye? He's come. How on earth is this guy finding us if we're fucking 7 days out of the capital? Yeah, what the fuck, Haku? I'm just surprised. I'm caught by surprise. Alright, well, if Oshtar dies here, I'm not surprised. Just gonna call it right now. Oshtar's given enough death flags, he's fucked. He's given enough death flags, he's fucked. I'm not surprised. And the idiocy is, of course, our protagonist again for not killing people. So let's see how this goes. I'm caught by surprise and I follow his gaze, but I see nothing there. All I see is the gorge growing more and more distant and the setting sun's light, darkness spreading. Are you sure you're not imagining things? I can sense him. I realize Oshtar's mask is lightly vibrating, a keening high-pitched noise audible from it. This intense rage, the mad thirst for destruction. Only one man gives off an aura like that. Virai. Why did nobody kill him when we had him on the ground and he was like actively trying to murder the princess? Gods, you guys are idiots. Alright. The last time I complained about them being idiots. At least in regards to this attack by Virai. I feel a bead of cold sweat trickle down my cheek. He's still alive? Yep. Nobody checked. Rulity, kindly stop the carriage. Kokopo. The carriage stops and all eyes look to Oshtar. I'll hold him off here. I wish all of you to gain as much distance as possible while I do so. There is no way we beat him either we beat him a second time or we just die. That's not how this goes, Oshtar. Don't be an idiot. You realize the state you're in, don't you? You've had several days to recover. Surely he's stronger. But I know it said he wasn't recovered. Feels weird, man. We literally have like 3 wizards. We literally have 3 white mages on our team. And there are 3 people who can cast healing spells at the very least. On other people. And he's still like, I'm dying. Like, come on, dude. Boss is right. There's gonna be a showdown here. Shouldn't we all take him on? We beat him once. All we have to do is trounce him again. He's already released his powers. I thought the powers had a drawback. I'm a little bit confused. So Virai has been in Super Saiyan mode for like 7 days straight. I thought there was like supposed to be a drawback to the powers that made them unstable or like hard to use or some shit, which is why like in the research documents for the masks. Shouldn't this not be possible? To be using your mask for 7 days without stop? Whatever. I'm like moderately annoyed at that, because then my question is like, why didn't Oshtar immediately power himself up and like just run around at full power all day? That seems like a way better choice than like being your regular human self. The minute you hit the battlefield, instant transform, go Super Saiyan, and just like hang out as Super Saiyan for the rest of the fucking week. Alright. We're the Akura Turika. Of all us here, I alone stand a chance against his power. That thing he did back in Uzurusha where he wiped out a whole army on his own? Yeah. If that's true, it's all the more reason for us to help. Yeah, Nekune's a wizard. She can literally stand 5 feet back from him and blast him. It's the opposite. You're saying if we stick around, we'd hold you back, right? Oshtar doesn't respond, but stands there silently watching the horizon. We're in bad shape and we struggled against him back then. Can we really take a full power? I mean, if we beat Virai, he should be in a worse state than we are, but due to plot, you know. Sure, he's probably still wounded, but he caught up to our carriage. He's not done yet.
それは
Not to mention that Tui used up everything she had that last fight. She's still asleep. I'm sure she'd be happy to fight if we woke her up, but... So we're just gonna slow you down, huh? Sorry. Don't worry. Can't argue against the fact we wouldn't be much help. To be honest, we'd get slaughtered. I feel bad for Ashur, but it's probably for the best. I mean, if this guy can Okay, here's the thing, though. If this guy can magically track you, like, you're just dead, right?
兄様私も残るです
I'll stay here too, dear brother. Here's the bad news.
後ろで見守っているだけならきっと平気なのです
I should be fine if I stay far enough back. So watch over you, please. What troubles you, Nekone? It's not like you to ask for something so directly.
だって兄様はひどい怪我をしてるです
You're still injured, dear brother. You. There's no need for concern. Could it be you truly believe I might lose?
そんなことないのです兄様が負けるなど絶対に
I never suggest that. There's no way you could lose. That's right. I don't lose ever. So, rest easy and await my return.
大丈夫
This console, yeah.
心配いらないかな
It'll be alright. There's no need for us to worry about Ashtor. Kuon softly embraces Nekone from behind as she watches her brother face pale.
兄様
She's torn between being a hardcore brocon and realizing he might be in danger. Life is hard. Nekone tries to keep close to Ashtor, but he gently places his hand on her head, looking up to me. Aku, I leave the rest to you. Head to Anakamui first and await my return. I'm a little biased, but it's a fine home. I'm sure you'll come to like it. Well, I look forward to it. I'm sure Nekone does not linger over long. You know she's gonna end up hating my guts for that. She already hates us. Who cares? Sorry. I'll make it up to you one day. That doesn't sound like the words of a man who's gonna make it up to us one day. Fine. I'm holding you to that. And up you go. What are you doing? Quit struggling. Don't forget that promise, Ashtor.
話ですどこ触ってるですか
Unhand me? Where are you touching me? Stop playing. Nossery, grab her legs. That death flag the size of North America? Dude, I called this guy dying like a week ago. I called Ashtor dying a week ago when he started doing like that, oh, it'll be great when this happens, and you're like, oh no, oh no. He's like, let's just share a drink. It'll be great when this happens. I'm looking forward to the future. And you're like, the minute you hear someone talking about the future, you're like, oh no, is this a death flag? You're like, oh no, oh no. So I've been thinking he's dead for a long time. You know, it's one of those future flags, and you're like, it's one of those like, in the future I plan to do this, and you're like, aren't you the old mentor character? Aren't you like destined to die now that you started talking about the future? Oh no. It's like, oh no, our mentor, yeah, he's dead.
ああ任せろ
Leave it to me.
こらおとなしく
Calm down,
し
your
ろ
clothes are a mess.
どこを見てるですか
What do you think you're looking at?
兄様
Let go of me, my dear brother. That's her highness.
今は落ち着いて
She's resting easier and fast asleep. Well, his expression softens a little, relief clear on his face. Anakamui is only a short distance away. This is really bad for us, though, because if Ashtor dies, our character seems to be too stupid to take his mask. Because if we were even remotely intelligent, we would have taken Varai's mask simply because it's good loot. Like, okay, the Super Saiyan mask is so... I said I wouldn't talk about this anymore. The Super Saiyan mask is so fucking good. Why the fuck didn't they take it? Alright. I'll join you there once I deal with Varai.
落ちてる分かっていると思うけど傷の痛みは
I don't need to remind you. The medicine I gave you only suppresses pain. Just a reminder, it doesn't mean you've healed. I suppose. She seems uncertain. It will serve. You have my thanks. Realty, get the carriage moving. A good woman must trust men in times like these and send them off with valor, you understand. Alright. Let's go. If Atui hears of this later, she might be disappointed we didn't wake her up. Atui? Time to get moving. Yep. Carriage begins moving once more. Oshtar's silhouette grows smaller and smaller until he disappears into the darkness. Nekone continues gazing back towards where we left him behind. Well, this isn't good. She's past grumpy. She's probably completely enraged. I can tell, even with her back to me, she's thinking, don't touch me, don't talk to me. She was struggling so much I had to lift her by the legs and drag her. Probably not a good idea. She suddenly stands up shakily. These roads are treacherous and uneven. It's dangerous to stand on the carriage like that. Nekone? She looks over. Realty looks over worriedly, but Nekone doesn't look back at her, only staring into the darkness. Nekone? Kuon senses something wrong, and just as she straightens up, it happens. Nekone takes a short breath and leaps off the carriage. She curls up her small body and rolls across the ground. Getting to her feet, she instantly bolts straight down the path to where we came from. You gotta be kidding me. That stubborn kid. Don't tell me she's going back to Oshtar. As we speak, she keeps running, her outline in the darkness getting smaller by the second. Nekone, Realty, stop the carriage. I'll get her. All of you. I quickly grab Kuon's shoulder as she rises to follow Nekone. I'll handle this. Wait, aren't we slow? Who's treating the princess without you? You need to stay here. If that's the case, I'll accompany you. Count me in, alright. We need guards for the princess, and with the twins asleep, we can't afford to lose more. Our top priority is to get the princess to safety. I'll get Nekone. You go to Enekamui. Sure, Haku. When I get back, I'll have them both with me. I yell behind as I run towards the direction Nekone disappeared. You sure, Kuon? Don't really have a choice. That's Uri. I'm sure we can leave Nekone to Haku. That's a weird choice. Basically, we're chasing after someone who's considerably stronger than us. She's smaller. The only reason we could even pick her up and manhandle her is just she's like a small child. She's like 14 or some shit. You really do trust him with all? I don't know if I call it trust. I just know he manages to make it out alive no matter what. We'd be wasting time worrying about him. Got that right. Haku? Okay, suddenly regretting. I'm suddenly regretting giving Nekone the bonus speed item. She's moving as fast as Haku now, so gameplay-wise, he'll never catch up. Actually, no, he will catch up because he can give himself a double turn. He will catch up very slowly. Gotcha, Nekone. I gotta go to my brother's side. To help him? Didn't you hear Oshtar? He said we'd get in the way. He bites her lip in frustration. Unless you'll suddenly get the magical ability to use your healing spells in lore, you can't help him. You know you can't be of help. I wouldn't be able to do anything even if I was there. Then. I've seen him off to many a battle before. I always felt anxious but never worried. I knew and believed he'd return no matter what. Mm-hmm.
でも
But
ハクルトルカ同士での戦いなんて
there hasn't been a battle between two Akuruturika before?
その上兄様は大怪我して
And
て
he's so gravely injured?
気
Yeah.
持ちはわかるがな。オシトルの足手まといにしかならないってのは間違い
I
ないんだぞ。
understand how you feel, but if we go back, we just get in his way.
分かっているのです
I know, that's
せ
why.
めて兄様の戦いを
I wanted to at least watch over him as he fights.
見守るだけ。
Just watching?
それも
Would you not allow me
どう
that?
ですか
ダメに決まってるだ
Of
ろ。
course I can, is what I'd like to tell her. But she'd probably go berserk if I outright denied her. Ashtor is not going to appreciate this. Fine.
遠くから見ているだけって約束できるか？
If you promise you'll stay a safe distance away and only watch, you promise? Ah, okay. We need an excuse to be witnesses to this scene. You feel me? This is a plot reason to be a witness to this scene.
約束できるか？
You promise me that?
約束するです
Promise I will do that.
なら行くぞ。言っとくが。
Let's go. And remember, a safe distance. Don't make any sound.
だからな。
I understand. Nekune bows deeply, tears of gratitude in her eyes.
ったくいつもそれだけ可愛げがある。
If only she'd act this lovable all the time. Mm-hmm. Oh boy! Oh boy! It's 3D! You know what that means.
バカ。顔
I
だ
thought I told you you can't go out there.
何するですか
What was that for?
何一瞬で約束破ってんだ。見守るだけって約
You're
束
gonna
だ
break the promise you made after you made it? You can only watch. Is Nekone OP? Well, she's certainly not a bundle of sticks, so probably not, but she's okay. She has mediocre damage output, but she has solid healing and support abilities, including like an AoE heal over time she can leave on the ground, which is pretty handy. I'd say she's not like a bad character. In fact, she's like the best healer. She's like probably the best healer we have. Haku's mandatory, so you have to like take him in every fight, but as far as optional heroes go, she's our optional healer. As Kuon is like a good DPS and kind of like a mid healer. Nekone offers like lots of decent support.
オシトルの邪魔をするな。
Don't get in Oshter's way, he's coming. Alright, let's see Oshtor's in-game model.
押しとる
Oshtor.
ドライに
You dared show me mercy.
かけたな気づいていたはずまだ我に
You would have known easily. You could see I still drew breath.
それをうぬは
Yet you choose to leave me without delivering the killing blow.
やはりそうか
So it is true.
もののふの誉れを汚しこの我に生き恥をかかせてくれると
You sully my honor as a Mononofu and force immortal shame on me.
許さぬ
Unforgivable.
許さぬぞこの屈辱うぬ
You'll
が
pay for your mockery with your head.
晴らしてくれん
命より名を惜しむか
Oh look, they're in shadow as the sun fades. Oh boy. Oh boy, should have gone for the head, yeah. You'd value your honor over your life. We had our whole team there, that's the thing, right?
この部は帝が与えたもうたもの故に我に敗北は許されぬ
I see. This strength is granted by the Mikado and defeat is not an option. My power can't be tainted, so... Alright.
我が伏す時それ我が獅子がもげ魂魄砕け散る時
Why didn't you kill yourself like you asked the princess to kill themselves? Real question. The day I lie defeated is the day my limbs are torn from my body and my very soul obliterated.
勝ったとは言わせぬぞ押しとる
And you'll never convince me otherwise,
その
Ashtor.
誇り
Oh.
怪
Did I
我し
skip
た
a line?
ことは謝罪しよう
I apologize for having tainted thy honor.
しなかったのが
It was my own weakness that stayed my hand.
こうなったのは己が甘さが招いたこと
And it's my weakness that led to this confrontation today.
だがこの首くれてやるわけにはいかぬ。
I'm afraid I can't let you have this head of mine, though.
あくるかよ。扉となりて根源への道を開け放て。
Arkuderka, open thy gates and guide my path to the primal origin. I've promised a friend I shall return no matter what. Ayo, he's ready to rock. Blue and silver. So second, he's the best friend. No, it's the best friend's armor. Blue and silver is rarely protagonist colors. Oh dear. All right. Rarely protagonist colors are blue and silver. He screams player 2. Let's go. Oh, he's got claws. That's cool. Instead of the round things. Instead of like the round gauntlets. I mean, we're not doing shit here. We're supposed to be watching. Nekone not shutting up. If I wonder if Nekone gets him killed. Oh my goodness, Nekone is here. I didn't think about that. Nekone might get him killed. That might be the ultimate bittersweet moment. Oh my goodness. The Brocon getting her brother killed. Here we go. That could happen. It could happen. Yeah, I like the claw fist better than I like the barrel fists. I like the claw fist better than the barrel fist, but I do like the chevron head thing. Kind of wish he had eyes on the chevron so he could actually be like the shark, but is what is. Hold on. It's got to be a joke. What is this for? I never realized. Imagine it would be this strong. Oshter's right, no normal person will be able to force their way past that. I thought I understood, but I had no idea. Good picture, though. Such weakness. Alright, first blow. First blow is to Virai. Oshtar is being overpowered. He could barely walk, and fighting in that state is more than he could take? Maybe. Feeling a bit sorry for Nekone, but this was their choice. Oshtar, this better not be some minor BS to buy us time. You're planning on breaking this promise. No, this is Oshtar. He's waiting for the perfect time. He needs that one hit to end this. Yeah, hope Oshtar can retaliate. Is that all, Oshtar? Would you have me believe your wounds hold you back? This is war, and one can never stand in war unscathed. Rise, Oshtar, our duel to the death has only just begun. It continues. Blue fist this time. Bonk! This is what I so hungered for. Alright. Oh no, I recognize one of those lines straight from Bedevir's NP. Alright. Arkuderka, I need more. Feast upon my soul and show me power that surpasses all. All Varai. Varai used his powers all. Alright. Let's see, is Varai gonna go even harder? Varai's been using this power non-stop for like several days, including getting his ass beaten while in that state. And outside of it. So he should be like, theoretically, as injured. If not, whatever damage he caused in a worse state. If it's eating your soul, Varai should be a lot lower on soul power. Good. That's a lot of red fists. But not good enough. You're weak. Oh, so weak. Okay. And now it's Varai's turn to ask the Arkurika for more power. Devour his soul and in return grant his power. I mean, they both... Varai's been like super powered up like 3 times. Like, he just keeps going. I thought we'd actually killed this guy. Oh no, he's in trouble. Oh, Stor, no! Oh no, dear brother. It's the end. The middlingly... At least the 3D models look cool, if not like super high res. I don't think I have any complaints about Varai's 3D model. It doesn't look super modern, but it looks decent. Oh, sure, you're my equal. The one I once saw as equal. I'll leave them no corpse to shamelessly flaunt. I grant you this mercy, return to the dust from whence you came. Ah, she did it! She's getting him killed! Fuck yeah! She got him killed! Nekone, you got him killed! Fuck yeah, Nekone! Bravo! I called it the second she showed up! Oh, it's beautiful! It's so predictable! That would have finished him if it hit. I don't feel bad. You dare. Yeah, now Nekone's gonna get saved by Oshtar. It's going so predictably well. Oh, she's just sitting there letting him attack her. Perfect. Yeah, you dare violate this duel between men? It was so predictable. If Nekone could die, that would be perfect, but I know that's not what happens. Accursed child. Oh no, a fireball headed right at me. What do I do? I stand still. You ready? Dear brother, I'm sorry. What is she doing? Like, what do I do? At the rate I might be able to save her. Oh no, oh no, Oshtar face tanked it. It went right through his stomach. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do we ban Nekone from our party? What do you think? I think Nekone and Anju get perma vetoes from our party. I mean, if Anju shows up in our party, she gets a veto. Because I'm not feeling her. But do you think we also boot Nekone? Gates to the origin. Guide me to the furthest depth of your power. Because I feel like people who do nothing but make stupid decisions that are super predictable. I mean, Haku's annoying, but he's mandatory. How can you move after a blow? How are you still alive? Impossible! You overpower me. Where is this strength coming from? Ashtar, you've... Cool. Should have gone for the head, not gonna lie. Alright. I have lost. I can't be over. I've never be beaten. Yep. Why does my body not move? I can still... Ah, you'll be fine. Ashtar! So, alright, he falls into the ocean. Oh, that's not a good ending. Oh, he's not dead. Okay. Ashtar! No, he's not dead. Alright. Never believe someone's dead until you see a body. Especially in this game where he literally had his corpse after we fucking beat him twice. So, he's not dead. We won? Okay, here's the 5 minutes before Ashtar dies. You ready? Nekone, Haku. Damn it, Ashtar had to scare me with a flashy finish. I was worried for a second there. He looks fine after going through all that. Guess the Kuruturika really are. What's wrong, Nekone? Legs too shaky? Stop hitting me with that. I'll help you up. You're going to Ashtar, right? I'll accept your help, but no, I'm only doing it for my dear brother. Nekone tries to hurry him, but she stumbles in haste and falls. Nekone has literally fallen over like 4 times. How is this person capable of getting through their life on a normal day-to-day basis if they can't walk 2 steps, falling a 3rd time in a row? Oh boy. Brother? Haku. Ashtar! You're injured? You remember the day we first met? What do you say? We need to hurry and treat your wounds. Oh no, it's this cliched dialogue. Alright. If memory serves, we first fought together under circumstances like this, back to back at a cliff. I remember that. If I close my eyes, I remember it as though it were yesterday. I don't know where this is coming from, but now's not the time for... Wait, he's not bleeding? You're right, his wounds must be healing like before. What's all this white falling off him then? Brother? Ashtar, your leg? Why is his leg fading away? You're such a strange man. Carefree, never taking life seriously, looking for ways to get out of work. But in times of need, you manage to figure out a solution. I can't tell you how comforting it has been to have you at my side, a man like a warm ray of sun. You always had companions nearby, and before I knew it, your group grew quite a lot. It's my greatest pleasure to watch you grow day by day into a skilled leader. Excuse me? Okay. The days I spent with you, I truly did have fun. Such fun indeed. Ashtar. That means he's already...
嘘なのです。
He can't be your brother. It's not.
神様。
泣くな。
Don't cry, Nekone.
アクルトゥルカのさ
This is the fate that awaits us. I have no regrets. Ashtar, you. I leave Her Highness in your hands.
頼んだぜ。
I'm counting on you, kiddo.
あんちゃん、猫で。
Nekone, live on and find happiness. Keep the kid out of trouble for me.
助け。言って。
Woof, and he's gone. Gone. Shut up, Nekone. Uh-huh. Ashtar. Rip Ashtar. Everyone predicted that, right? There are too many death flags there. What? A 3D? 3D again? What? 3D again? Come again? Why are we still in 3D for that castle?
おい見ろ。
Yay, look. We are still in 3D. This is peculiar. It was her fault. Yep, it's her fault. So I don't feel any emotion for that. When she cries, I'm just like, and? Yeah? What about it? Like, you got him killed? It's not my fault. Varai's back? Someone's gotta be back. Someone's gotta be back. They've returned. Have we returned?
よくぞご無事で。
Thank goodness they made it back safe.
門を開けます。そのままお進みください。
We'll open the gates. Step back.
おお、なんと凛々しい。
What a regal air he has about him.
ご立派になられて。
He's grown to be a fine man.
開門。開門。
Open the gates. Why are we wearing his mask? Why are we wearing his mask? What the fuck?
その様子だとうまくいったのかな。
Why are we wearing Ashtar's mask? We explicitly did not take the other guy's Super Saiyan mask. Why the ever-loving fuck did we not take why did we take Ashtar's mask and wear it? That's fucking stupid. Okay. This has got to be like a record for stupid things happening in a row. I mean, come on. Why are we taking Ashtar's mask? We didn't bother taking Varai's mask, and that would have been insanely useful. Alright. Plot reasons, we're taking Ashtar's mask instead of throwing it in the trash or giving it to Nekone. And by plot, I mean like capital P-L-O-T, you know? The writer's saying it would be cool if he had this mask instead of, you know, Nekone having it. Or holding it around as a memento or some bullshit. You took longer than expected, everything went well?
賭けは私の勝ちだな。役と終わると。
Looks like I win. They ride before sundown.
もう少しかかると思ったんだが。
Here, I thought I'd take him up
負けを認め
a bit longer to catch up. Fine, I'll pay up.
父ちゃんの負けだな。
You lose
それ
then.
はそうと。ダメだよね、こね。気持ち
I don't want you running off again, Nekone. I know how you must have felt, but that was dangerous.
もしものこともあるん
Who
だ
knows what could happen? You took so long, I was worried.
さすがに心配しちゃったかな。はい。ごめんなさいです。猫ね。猫
Sorry. Nekone, is something the matter? You don't look well.
お嬢。
The matter, Lily? Little lady? You have a tummy ache?
いえ。
It's nothing, I'm well.
やつはどうなっ
What about our pursuer? What happened to him?
追っ手であるブライ将軍は神様が討ち取ったで。
Varai has been eliminated by my dear brother.
で当面の脅威
The danger we
が排
faced
除
is
された
abated for the time being. That is a good phrasing of Varai's not dead. As no body and put in the river is the nicest shorthand for comes back. In fact, oh no, I can't give spoilers to certain shows, but certain shows that I know people are watching. But spoilers. Falling off into the abyss and no body, not dead. danger we faced has abated for the time being.
やるじゃない
Impressive.
よもやあれを倒すとはさすがはヤマトにそのものありと
You actually beat him? But Ashtor is Yamato's famed Imperial Guard of the Right.
なあ、ブライ将軍ってまさかあの発
You mean Pariah, the Eight Pillars?
まさか反乱が起きたって話は本
The
当
rumors of rebellion were true?
何でも命の危機にあった姫殿下をオシトル様が救い出したらしい。
From what I heard, Ashtor rescued Her Highness from a conspiracy for her death.
姫殿下がこん
Wait,
な田舎
Her
に来たの
Highness?
か
Her Highness is all the way in this neck of the woods?
なんで知らんのか。オシトル様はな、姫殿下にもっと
Of course, Highness trusts Ashtor more than anyone else. Of course she'd come to him.
さすがはオシトル様だ
Sasuga Ashtor.
すげえよ
Still, why is that character wearing this mask? This is really stupid. But Haku is...
クソもそれはそうとハクは
Anyway, where's Haku? I don't see him.
あの
Where's Haku?
様はもうそうやえ
Yeah, where did he scamper off to?
こんな面白いことになってたのに起こしてくれなかったなんて
How dare you not wake me up for something that much fun?
すまないえ
I gotta give him a piece of my mind.
大方予想がつく
I think I can guess.
また疲れたとか言って
I suppose he complained he was tired. Fell behind while slacking off.
あの
Miss Nekone, this is a dumb reveal moment. Why is he wearing the mask? I'm like so utterly confused why he is wearing this mask when he's like explicitly avoiding, you know, touching Varai's superpower mask, because that would be, you know, useless. Oh well. Sun setting, I'll head out and get him. Alright. Take the mask off and be like, oh, there's no need for that.
これを
This is for you.
ハクの扇
Haku's
お
fan?
前に返すよう悪に頼まれた
He asked I return this to you. What is this dramatic bullshit Haku's pulling? What do you mean?
どういう意味かな
What do you mean by this?
ハクはどうしたの
What happened to Haku? He's fine. This is the most dramatic bullshit I've seen in a long... Like, what is he pulling here? It's so dumb. Answer me.
奴は
He's dead. What a fucking edgelord. He's dead, huh? He's faking his own death. This is so stupid. Alright.
これをそなたに返してほしいと
It was his wish I return this to you. Alright. They're being so dramatic and I'm like, this is stupid.
言ってる
What are
の
you
かな
saying?
ハクが
Haku's dead?
死んだありえない
That's impossible.
ハクはね臆病
He's
で
a coward, cautious, and slight about. Yeah.
それでいて生き延びるため
He'd
に
do anything to stay alive? That's how he is? You say he's dead?
ありえない
It can't be true? Uh-huh.
猫ねからも悪い冗談はやめろって
Nekone tell him to stop with his sick joke? Yeah, twist his face.
猫ね
Nekone?
あれ様
Friendly reminder, Ashtar can't walk without injuries. Haku? Oh no, despair. If he's actually dead, I mean, that's also fine. I don't actually care. I don't care. If he dies, if Nekone gets him killed instead, if that was somehow the twist, that would be perfectly fine. Reality, pull yourself together.
どうして
How, I wonder.
あなたほどの男がいながら
You were with him, how'd you let this happen?
答えて答えて
Answer.
オストル
Answer, Ashtar.
答えよオストル
Answer, Ashtar.
すまぬ
I'm sorry.
クオン姉様
Sister. The metal fan swings straight at his skull with enough force to split a tree in half. Everyone instinctively looks away before impact, but... The metal fan stopped a hair's breadth from contact with him. It trembles in her grip as it remains in the air just above its mark.
最後に約束を破ってすまない。
Sorry, I broke our promise in the
お前
end.
と一緒にいた日々は本当に楽しかった。
All the days I spent with you had a great time, thanks.
白殿からの言葉だ。
Haku bade me deliver this message, uh-huh. Weird fucking twists. Weird fucking scene. Her arm falls limply to the side, the metal fan slipping from her hand and clattering to the ground.
姉様
Dear sister. This is like a weird ass scene.
だから
What does it matter?
クオン。
別に助けたのなんて
I only saved him in the first place on a whim.
クオンどこへ行く
Where are you going, Kuon?
帰らなくちゃ
Time to go home.
いや、帰るってどこ
Home?
へだい？
Where's home?
ここにいられるのはハグが自立するまでって約束だったか
I
ら
could only stay here until Haku could learn to live on his own. That's the promise.
も
I can't be here anymore.
ういられなくなっちゃったクオンなあなあそれでいいの
You
け
sure about that?
毎日が楽しかったえクオンはんは
And so much fun with you? You sure you want to leave behind? No, I'd rather not invade my own country again. Actually, Kuon doesn't seem to go fuck, but anyway.
みんなありがとう
Thanks, everyone.
私も楽し
I
か
had
った
lots of fun.
とっても楽しかった
It was so much fun.
クオン。
姉がどこか行くのか
Boss lady, you're gone? Yeah, I guess so. Well, if that's the way he wants to play it, alright.
さよなら姉が
Goodbye. Boss lady.
行くな。自分はここだ。ここにいる。
I'm right here in front of you. Maybe I could tell Kuon the truth and no one else? No, I
オースト
can't.
ラの死は
No one can know of Ashtor's death, not even Kuon. Don't chase her, you can't. You made your choice. No? Alright.
自分はすでに
I don't even know what he's doing, so fuck it. No turning back now, I guess. I turned my back on Kuon, fighting the urge to go after her. I already made my choice the moment I held the mask in my hand. Why did you even bother picking up the mask? Like, oh, whatever. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking understand this kid's logic, but whatever. The only path remaining before me is the path of carnage. I must not falter, even if it means I lose everything dear to me.
君は止められぬ。なぜならば
For my name is...
我が名は
Okay. So, but why did you even bother taking the mask? You didn't want Varai's mask. Why'd you take the mask? You still haven't explained why you took it. It's like the most arbitrary spur-of-the-moment thing. Not to take Varai's mask, but to take this one. And I look down from the podium at the citizens of Anakamue who have gathered on short notice. They all look at me silently, their expressions creased with worry and unease. I falter at the sight of hundreds or thousands looking to me for answers, however I can't step down now. Let's begin
始
then.
めよう。
Okay.
親愛なるエンナカムイの民よ。よく集まってくれた。
Beloved people of Enikamui, thanks for
今こ
gathering.
のヤマトで何が起きているか分からず。
I know you're ranked by worry and uncertainty, not knowing what occurred in Yamato of
エ
late.
ンナカムイの民よ。我
I
は告げ
bring
る。
grim truth.
ヤマトは
It
今
stands on the brink of unprecedented crisis.
我らが父である帝が
Our father, the Mikado,
荒人が見たる帝
God
が
incarnate has passed.
隠れに隠れたってどういう
Does he mean? Yeah.
そんな
おい
Can't be. What?
帝が
The Mikado, but
亡くなられた
that means he's dead.
というのか。
だがそれは天の意志ではない。
Yet his life ends not by the will of the heavens, but by malicious plot and dark conspiracy. There remains more. After his death, countless seeds of evil began spreading as a garden of dark spirits. And they dared to bare their fangs to the Mikado's trueborn successor, Her Imperial Highness. Yep. Okay. And by fortune's grace, I'm able to rescue Her Highness. She now lays sick in bed, but she lives. However, they sought to harm her. They'll probably reach out again, wretched hands grasping at their life. Such vile acts, such atrocity against Her Highness. We stand by and allow this? Nay. Why is his voice really loud right now? This is really annoying. Usually the voices in this game are insanely quiet, but his voice is really loud. How could we hand Her Highness over to traitors who forgot all they owed to the great Mikado? A land unjust, tainted by shame, lies, and deceit is not the land we owe our children's children. I understand your fears of war. I ask you regardless. Stand with me, with Her Highness. Her Highness's smile was warm and kind as the Timamona. The sun's flower and now it's gone. Alright. This is where we realize that Timanana is like sunflower in fucking Japanese by some bullshit. Because you know how Japanese works, right? Like 200 million readings. I'm betting there's literally a sun and flower in that, and I have no clue where they'd fit. The smile we love has been taken from us. Okay.
なんてことだ。
姫殿下が
なんと不憫な。
すごいことを。
That I might return the smile to Her Highness's face, I ask all of you. Okay. You're my last hope. With your help, if we unite as one, we fear nothing. With your strength, Her Highness smiles again. Okay. If we act as one, Enakame knows no defeat. Okay. I swear to you, I'll protect both their kindness and the homeland of Enakame. On the Okuruka bestowed to me of Mikado. Okay. Upon the name of Oshtar Imperial Guard to the right. Yep. Now's our time to rise. Join me in Her Highness's banner. Okay. Oh, a cutscene. These are not the background fogs of 3D. There's subtitles here too. Long live Oshtar. Alright. My name is Oshtar. I don't have to press anything, it's autoplaying. Imperial Guard of the right, Oshtar. Very well, I'll play my part. Alright. So that is dear brother's wish. Sure. Okay. Okay, the end. Cool. Well, I don't think it's plausible. I think it's more likely that Nekone is holding the mask. Because she's like weeping over her brother or some bullshit. That's why I think it'd be silly. Oh, countless shadows dart and leap through the darkness. I guess we got an end scene. They're clothed entirely in black, even their faces hidden. They traverse the mountainous path with ease, like a dark wind sweeping through the trees. As one, the shadows suddenly stop. Before their gazes, a girl walking alone over the dark mountain path, her steps weak and unsteady. The shadow in front signals with raised fingers, the others scatter, melting into darkness. The girl's eyes are clouded, staring forward and seeing nothing. She continues on, her steps shaky and faltering, stumbling along the path. In the darkness, one of the shadows signals the others with a quick downward swing of his arm, and instantly ropes fly from the trees of the girl, binding and ensnaring her. A number of them bolt out and jump on the girl, slamming her into the ground and restraining her. Their apparent leader takes out a drawing, compares her face with the portrait, nodding. It's her, one of Oshtar's subordinates. So we were right, he fled to his homeland of Enakamui. He shouldn't have had enough time to ready himself for war. We'll see his advantage and strike now. Sir? Take the woman away, she tries to escape, kill her. The other shadows follow the man's orders and lift up the fallen girl. 3, 2, 1, something happens. A faint scent of something burning reaches his nose, and he notices a crackling sound on the edge of his hearing as though something's aflame. The other shadows notice as well, glancing around as the girl's body erupts in a blaze. Those engulfed quickly catch fire, becoming balls of flame as they fling themselves to the ground. Those not directly caught in the blast burst into searing flame. Did she go and collect Varai's mask from the battlefield? Alright. Their look of shock quickly turns to one of fear. No matter how much they try to put it out, the fire burns hungrily, spreading and growing stronger. They roll on the ground, thrashing as they try to put out the flames. They're flailing, almost comical. Okay. There's no laughter. Put it out, please. Ah! They scream, beg, and plead like terrified children, but none of the others come to their aid. They know if the fire reaches them, they only share their comrades' fate. Okay. Okay. After several seconds of screaming and writhing, wreathed in flame, he falls still. I believe Varai's dead if his mask was taken. Since it seems like only when people are dead do their masks get taken. Alright. After a short silence, the one to break is the girl in the center of the blaze. She should have been reduced to ashes like all the rest, yet there she stands. The shadows stare, paralyzed by shock. Her clothes have been consumed by fire and her bare skin is unmarked, not a single burn on her body. However, they have little time to recover from the shock. A cold wind blows, a freezing wind like a sudden blizzard blew in, even with the fire still roaring nearby. Crack, crack, crack. A sharp crystalline sound, the sound of something fracturing in a deep spiderweb of cracks. Hey, it looks like her jaw doesn't have the... Wait, what did he have? He had left mask? I think he had left mask. Wait, he had right mask, right? Maybe they didn't update it. Who the fuck knows? A creeping cloud of frost mist mists forth from the girl and begins to swallow the area. Probably... Oh, her being a god? Yeah. Yeah, that was the prediction. Although it's plausible she just picked up a mask and used it. I don't see why not. The shadows quickly jump back, but some are unable to react quickly enough. When the mist fades, it reveals them frozen like statues, faces locked in timeless agony. Little by little, they tilt over and shatter into brittle shards as they hit the ground. Okay. What's that? One of the shadows mutters, dumbstruck. The shadows are lucky in a way. Thanks to those words, they regain their senses. Kill the monster? Alright. The shadows lunge at the girl as one, surging forward at the order. Luckily, perhaps. However, they chose poorly. The correct choice was to run. Run and never stop running. The blade in the shadow's hand flies to the girl's throat as the shadow lunges, but it never reaches its mark. It crumbles away and the arm bearing it rots, decaying fast until it falls off at the shoulder.
Oh my god.
It was you. A booming voice resounds through the minds of all present like it's echoing through the ground. The shadows are well trained. The loss of a limb would ordinarily not be enough to deter them, but the moment they hear the voice, a fear and despair grip them, and their trained minds are shattered. Run, their instincts scream at them. This thing cannot be a person. They finally realize that before them stands a demon bringing calamity upon this world. A force no person can oppose. Cool. Just wear a mask. Look, no Guizokami. Look, Anakuru Turaka is right there. Right there, okay? In the shadows. Subtle. He tries to leap back but loses his balance, hitting the ground with a wet splat. He can't run, his legs have rotted away, and he can't even stand. Here you go again. Nice pick. Yeah, it's not too bad. Help. Managing only that, he rots in second, leaving behind that remains that only barely resemble the living. Another shadow screams at the sight and turns to run, but its body... This is the silhouette of the main villain of the first game? Is it? Okay. It was you, yeah. Well, she's killed some random shadows. That's not super relevant. Alright. His scream is cut off by the sound of his body bursting into chunks of lifeless meat. R.I.P. in peace. Nukwisum Kami. Nukwisum Kami is what they call all the monsters that the masks turn you into. Or like super OP monsters that they don't understand. It's like the equivalent of like a magic beast. Run, run. The remaining shadows scatter like spider hatchlings, scrambling with all their might. The girl scratches her arm blankly toward these running shadows, eyes devoid of emotion, and then she flicks the air with her finger. Up. Somewhere nearby, there is a sound of flesh being audibly pierced, and in the same moment one of the shadows halts, their torso gone, their lower half slowly crumbling to the ground. The sound echoes through the trees again and again. Each time another body is blown to viscera. Explosions of flesh and blood paint the ground in rich swaths of red. Well, she's only killing random people, so this isn't super relevant, but hey. That's cool. If only Kuon, you know, showed even a smidgen of that power when she was relevant. If she's actually this powerful on demand, I don't even feel remotely sorry for... I feel even less sorry for her now! She could have just one-shot Virai. She could have just fought Virai by herself. Like, okay. You want to be like either she has the mask or she's lazy as fuck and just like threw the fight again. Like, I don't really see why she's mad. Run. The group's leader leaves the rest as a distraction and desperately runs for his life, but he doesn't realize he's running through a maze with no exit. What was that? What was that woman? How would we be defeated so easily? Impossible. I mean, like, any one of the mask withers would have killed you like that, so that's fine. Wait. Could she be? I need to report this. That woman. She has to be a what? A voice from nowhere. Before he realizes it, the woman is looking down at him, sitting atop a mound in his path. Is our precious little sister? A very, very cute little sister. And that's all she is. The shadow thinks quickly. He has no idea who she is, but she seems intent on blocking him. Fool. He can tell at a glance, whatever her ability, she doesn't have the strength to oppose him. A foolish act. She gave herself away only to die. No mercy will be shown to those who stand in the way of the shadows. She'll be eliminated. Oh no. Poor thing. You thought you escaped with your life. What's she talking about? That isn't a hill she's sitting on. That's a tiger. It's too late. You were being mean to Ku. Rip. After the awful din subsides, the area is once again shrouded in silence. The girl walks forward again, feet shaky and weak as though nothing transpired. The moonlit path reveals three figures standing in her path as if waiting for her. Two of them, apparently twin boys, kneel respectively, offering up a white apparel. She only continues blindly on as if she hasn't noticed them. The man with the sharp eyes takes off his apparel and drapes it over her as he embraces her. Oh. The smell of scorched flesh fills the air. Fire that consumed the shadows flickers across the man's body along with a frigid wind. His skin burns and crackles with heat and frost, yet he refuses to let go and holds her close in a warm embrace. He holds her as though to comfort a small child, patting her gently and reassuringly. I gotta say, oh look, it was his father, as I predicted. Okay. Father, it hurts. Like I can't breathe. I'm not feeling sorry for you, Kuon. I'm sorry. I'm like, my emotional attachment is like going down like a rock because people are making really terrible decisions that just result in bad shit happening. Come on, dude. Come on, game. You were doing so well, and it wasn't stupid. There are so many better ways to kill off Ashtor. Just have him actually trade off. Have him actually trade off. That would have been so easy. Don't have that fight with Virai. Would have been so easy. Have Kuon kill Virai. That would have been easy. Why is she sad? She could have killed Virai at any time, apparently. If it bothers you that much, don't let him die. I know it's something can't be helped. Some people never make it back from the battlefield. Yeah, it's part of life. He's alive, though, because you're stupid, but, you know, whatever. But, I don't know. Feels like my heart's gonna split open. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what it is. You never felt something like that before? Okay. He was a lazy bum at first. I really wish they would just end this scene. Because my emotional attachment to this scene is like super low due to how stupid the last like 3 fucking scenes were. Due to all the stupidity involved by our protagonists and the like random out of character no joke pretending to be Ashtor shit, I'm like not super attached anymore, which is kind of annoying. I was really enjoying this until then. I don't even care if Ashtor is fucking dead, man. I was even cheering for Ashtor's death, and they gotta do something stupid like this. Alright. Couldn't they just have him trade with Virai? That would have been so clean. Literally the exact same scene, minus the part where our characters fight him, would have been fine. That's like so easy to fix. Has the exact same results almost. Why? Why do they gotta fuck up this hard at the end? Damn it. Japan's so bad at writing bad endings. Goddamn. Just kill him already. It's like so easy to fix this ending. It's so easy to fix this ending and like have almost the exact same results without this stupid shit. Alright. Like, I mean, you could even have like let's think of like an easy out to this where like fuck, how do I make this rework to get the same ending? How do I reach this same ending where Kuon thinks he's dead? Why not just have him fall off as part? Why not have him fall off the fucking cliff or some shit? Go on his own shit. Okay, you can still have the same fucking scene, but Haku's actually fell off the cliff, and they think he's dead. Okay, because you know how people are. They're really stupid sometimes. So they'll say like, "Oh, he fell off the cliff, he's dead," and you're like, "Okay, well, he's gone." Similar results. Ashtor lives. You could have that happen if you want to. I just don't like, or I guess that's an Ashtor lives ending. You'd probably want an Ashtor dead ending, which is probably weird, but whatever. Probably hard to do and have like Haku be gone, but still. I think you could like, if you really wanted this scene, you could do something to make it happen. Oh well. I thought I'd never survived. Look at him. He's a hopeless person. As I spent more time with him, it was so fun, so reassuring. I felt at ease, but painful. It hurts. I see. You loved him, Kuon. I loved? That's it. That feeling's love. Love like your mother's, sweet yet painful. One that never had the chance to bloom. He's still alive, so I don't care. Again, like him not being dead takes a lot of weight away from this. Like the scene sequencing could have been better if you wanted us to think he was dead. Because I can't be attached to this when I can't be attached to her suffering if I know he's alive. I can just be like, she's too dumb to see through it, right? That's where my brain goes. It's like, okay, he literally walked up to her and she didn't notice that he was Ashtar. Okay, and then she's like, oh, he's dead, that's sad. Leaves. And is crying over it, and you're like, he's not dead, so I'm not there. If they didn't reveal that it was him, or they hinted that he was actually dead, I'd be more attached. Like, this is like a really bad sequencing for your ending. Do like the final play the final confrontation as the post-credit scene so that they know Haku's alive, maybe. Okay, change nothing. Like, let's keep the whole story the same, okay? nothing changes. We just change the order of scenes so that the player actually thinks Haku's dead. Like, they go off to the final battle, and then Ashtor and Nekone return, very somber. You think that Haku's dead, and you might be thinking, well, okay, he died off screen, the protagonist dying off screen, complete bullshit, like, it's probably Ashtor. You might be thinking that, but, like, that would probably be, like, an obvious twist, but at least that would be, like, better than, like, this, where I'm not attached to the scene, because I know he's not dead, and I'm just like, sorry, Kuon, you're an idiot. So that was it. I loved Haku. I feel sorry for Kuon, but, like, I'm not super emotionally attached to this, because it just doesn't seem to work out. It's a really good looking scene. It's a really good looking piece, though. I just wish it was, like, in a less awkward sequencing. Why didn't I realize it? If only I had a little sooner. Haku. He's alive. Let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you. So they write. So for the sequel, they've written Kuon out of the sequel, or is her return the is her return the catalyst for the gameplay resuming, or is she just written out of the story here? I'm kind of curious which one it is. I assume she returns, but if they want to write her out of the story like this, that's kind of silly. You think the sequel's gonna add her like midway through? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I feel like that ending sequence could have been better. Oh well. They arrived at the state they wanted, but I feel like it could have been like way better. Alright, like you could... Fuck man, you could even have him like wear the mask and walk back if you really wanted to, but you'd probably like, take this mask and rule in my stead, blah blah blah. The people must always have a, you know, there must always, even have like a lame ass, there must always be a Lich King scene where you're like, there must always be a right Imperial Guard mask, you must wear the mask, don this, and you're like, okay, well, you know, he's like, if you don't, the fucking Aturakura car are gonna explode through the gate or some bullshit, and you're like, what? Okay, we didn't know that, and he's like, here, take the mask. And you put the mask on, and, you know, then you're Ashtor. Like, there has to be a bearer for his gate or some shit. Like, something like that could have worked. Shinonan's a good girl. Yes, Shinonan is best, lolly. Well, I was complaining about the sequencing because from our perspective, we know that the main character is... Where's Nekone? Nekone is at his side, pretending that he's Ashtor. She's right there. So I was complaining about sequencing, as there's a lot of issues that like detract from the emotional impact of the events occurring. That's annoying. I liked the whole. I liked where it was going. I liked that it was predictable. I don't really like this random change where he pretends to be Ashtor. Nekone's in on it. Yep, Nekone's in on it. Yeah, we know too soon that it's Haku. Like, the post-credits scene, having it be Haku would have worked, but having the shadow scene and then it be Haku... Having the shadow scene after we know it's Haku makes her just look stupid. And having no explanation for why our character puts on the mask is also stupid, because that's not something our character did in the Virai encounter, so why did he do it in the Ashtor encounter? You're curious how the anime does it? Anime typically adds a lot of anime typically cuts dialogue from this. They might add dialogue to that scene to make it seem more appropriate. I'd be curious how it goes. I'd be moderately curious to see how the last episode of Mask Out of Seven plays out, to see what happens. But yeah, I think that game is pretty good. I think I can still recommend this thing. As it's like 80% pretty good. It's 80% pretty good. And even most of the events that occurred at the end, I don't actually think were like super bad and like ruin the series. It's just like a really dumb ending where you're not like super attached to it. Like they ended it in a way that doesn't feel satisfactory. They baited a sequel, which exists. That's fine. I have no problem with that. And they got to like a good spot to stop. But how they arrived at that state is kind of lame. Yeah, if they really want to keep things, the sequencing changing would be good.